Live. All right. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. I hope you can hear me. When you can hear me, please somebody tell me yes, loud and clear, or no, we can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Kataja Empress, big up yourself. First one to confirm. Thank you. Missy Brown Brown is in the building. Justin Brown, thank you. Audrey Wright, thank you. Miss Gola Robinson, thank you. Great Goodies, thank you. Senior Sexy, BM, thank you. Grace James, Simone, Banches, big up yourself, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Now I can go on because I know that you can hear me now, right? Shout out to Let's One TV. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. All right. We're loud and clear. There was no live yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days, right? It's a holiday and I was away. I took some time to be with the family. You know, we went down to Miami and enjoyed the Best of the Best concert and then did some stuff with the children, XYZ, which I blogged the whole thing, so I'm going to share it with you. A lot going on. This morning, the chat room is open. The chat room is open to subscribers only. So not just names in green this morning. Shout out to all my names in green. The chat room is open to those who are subscribers. So they'll be right beside you this morning. Big up to everybody. Come on in. Let's enjoy the morning. It won't be long because me just walking at the house. We literally just got home. We got home. I've been driving since, well, we wake up at 3:30 this morning. And I've been driving since. And we just walked in the house. The kids off to school. Wife had just carried Kai gone to school. And Kai, I love this. I love this because it's adventurous. And I think it's adventurous for the kids. The kind of stuff I'm doing with these kids, I'm like, I wish somebody did do that with me when I was growing up. Like early in the morning, dark hours, like pack your bag, let's go. And I don't know where we're going. And then we end up somewhere fun. Y'all should see this house that we got. Oh my God. We got a house, right? This trip to stay in. The house was everything. Like I highly recommend this. And I did a whole vlog covering it just so I can share it with others. You know, so I'm never gonna release that while I'm there though. So in case somebody recognize it and they're like, oh, I know where this is, and so but nice, nice. And if you have children, if you have family, it's super nice. So you wait till you see that. So we had a very eventful weekend, and I'm super thankful for that. Babe, okay, super thankful for that, right? Saw the pool area look so tropical. Audrey, may I tell you, them have some big lizard down there. I wait till you see the video. Wait, everything was in it, everything. Like I said though, I just walked in. We just walked in this morning. So not this morning, like less than an hour ago, we walked into the house. So we're tired, but I'm up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as we call it in the infantry, and I'm ready to go. Won't be a long one. Afternoon, SOFLO, and everyone else on this platform, all the way from England, and that's 5463. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Got a couple of things on the table to talk about. Jakur release rumors. We're gonna clear that up. I know exactly who started it. You ever grow up having a perception of an individual or a person then, and then after you meet that person, or as you got older and got to know that person, then the person turns out to be not as genuine. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. I've learned not to expect anything from grown people. You know what I mean? Because everybody have their side of them that they show you, and then there's side of them that they don't show you, but it seeps through anyways, and you see it. I know exactly who started this rumor, and when I saw it first, I was like, damn, you have become so not credible of a person. But let me see if you're going to take it down or change the information or nothing. And it started to get a lot of views, and the person just left it there, and they left it there for days. So I was like, because I'm moving on the road, right? So I'm like, did Jakur get released? And I'm not hearing about it, but I'm sure I would have heard about this. All major news media houses in Jamaica would have carried that if it was true, etc. So I'm gonna look, can't find it for the past 2 days. Then this morning we got an update about Jakur, so we're gonna get into that this morning. I'm not gonna expose who did it though, but just know that I'm looking at you funny, because this ain't the first time you did something like this, and you don't have to do this. Noel Maitland case continues in court. There's some updated information just so everybody is on page with what's going on with getting some justice for Donnelly Donaldson. You, this audience, bear my witness. Wait till I say what just got printed from an attorney this morning. All right. Dr. Alfred Dawes out of Jamaica. Dr. Alfred Dawes. I don't know if y'all hear about the $31 million drill. I kept hearing it all weekend. You know, I'm like, what is, come here, staying at Jamaica news, because I'm like, what is $31 million drill, right? And when Dr. Dawes finally broke it up, plus, yo, Dr. Dawes is under all kinds of fire, my friend. So I called that segment the price of uncovering corruption in Jamaica, because for a medical doctor to come out and first say, let me tell y'all, I am not suicidal. I am not. Why you say that? Why'd you have to start off like that? Because people are dead. And the time you start telling the truth, you can mysteriously end up, and it's not just in Jamaica, it's anywhere. Same thing happened in the United States of America. You start speaking too much truth, you start diving deep too much, and next thing you know, your platform is canceled, you get silenced, you die of some illness that lasted 24 hours and took you out of here, all kind of weird stuff. We know what type of world we're living in, right? I want to go into the Dr. Dawes uncovering of the $31 million drill, just to give y'all insight into what is taking place. It's going to be very interesting, I promise you, right? And there is the Kid Cudi testimony out of the P. Diddy trial. The Kid Cudi's testimony out of the P. Diddy trial. Whichever, this morning, you're going to choose where I start. You choose, I start. Do we want to clear up the Jakur thing first? We want to go into the Noel Maitland case first? Do we want to talk about the $31 million drill first? Or do we want to do the Kid Cudi testimony thing first? It's up to you. You have 60 seconds. Go. So that's 40. Hey, I'm looking for 49 or 50. All right. We're off, and Claudette Sterling says, let's go with Jakur first. Prince Reed says Jakur. Prince Reed, big up yourself. Nan says Cure. Everything. So Juice Semino North says Audrey. Samantha Wellington says Jakur. Okay, so it's overwhelmingly Jakur here. We have 131 million from 5 6 threes, more Jakur. We have 2 drills. Babylon still have the Cure. We have more Cure. Kid Cudi, we have 1 Kid Cudi. We have 3. Okay, 3 drills. Pure Cure, may I say Jakur, Beer Jakur, may I say. It looks like it's going to be Jakur overwhelmingly. You Let's Bond TV said Jakur. King Biggs, big up yourself. Gracie James, big up yourself. Jakur. Missy Brown Brown, Jakur. Audrey Wright, Jakur. It looks like it's Jakur. It's going to be and Jakur it is. 1 minute long enough. Every time I do this, I am reminded of how 1 minute is long. 1 minute is a long time. It's a lot. I say that to say you can get a lot done in 1 minute. You can take her to heaven and back in 1 minute if you do it right. 1 minute is all you need. Anyway, she might not be too satisfied because you did do too quick. You know, she feel like she need more than a minute, but you can't make something go on in a minute still. That's a long time. I'm sitting here counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm thinking strokes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Whoo, you're not even halfway there yet. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's a whole heap of friggin'. Anyway, let's get into this. Jakur it is, right? So, over the weekend, I saw that Jakur was released from a Dutch prison. The person who put it up put Freedom Street over the headline, and this person is a very prominent individual out of Jamaica. I'm not going to give you too many clues because I don't want the thing too much. But I was disappointed in the individual because I've seen the individual spread false information before. Anyhow, looking at what is going on with Jakur. So widespread online rumors have been debunked, suggesting that reggae singer Jakur has been released from prison. These rumors are false. Me did excited to, me I say, yo, them let him go. All right, cure again. I come to give you more again. Yeah, me think Jakur gone a road again. Not so. Anyhow, the longing for singer is scheduled to appear before the Netherlands Courts of Appeals for a substantive hearing on June 18th will be his next date in court. If y'all don't know it, here's your up-to-date in 1 minute or less. Jakur, though he was convicted, is fighting his conviction while he's serving his time. He's been trying to get free so he can serve, that he can stay on bond out of a lockup while appealing the outcome of this case. The courts have said no. Every time he goes for a meeting, they keep on saying, no, you're going to stay incarcerated. Keep doing the time that we've given you. And you better hope that what the judge sentenced you to is not overturned. Because in the Netherlands, where he is, the law provides for the prosecutor to take the judge to court. Because the prosecutor says the judge purposely did not pay attention to their evidence and sentenced Jakur on a lesser charge when they had everything in place, all the bells and whistles, to get him sentenced on a higher charge. And they still want him to get sentenced on a higher charge. So they're not just sitting down and being like, okay, we respect what the judge said. They're taking the judge to court. And if they get this overturned, it's not going to work out in Jakur's favor because he's going to get more time on top of the time where him have already. You understand? I understand when you're in lockup, you don't want to be in lockup, so you fight like hell for your freedom. And I'm not in there, so and I don't even want to spend a day in there. So I can't blame a man for trying. But some people are saying, yo, Jakur should just like chill, take the time they gave him, don't say nothing, rub the time and come out. But and just to be clear, I hate saying it, but they did have enough to prove premeditation in Jakur's case. According to what information was released to the public, they did have enough to prove premeditation in his case, right? And if and because the phone call and the voice note was recorded, where he said, I'm out here waiting right now at this particular location, and him a wait for Papa, and him say when him come here, I'm gonna stab him like how much the million time and all that, and he did exactly that when the individual got there, right? Maybe him never give him so much as he said he was, but yeah, the man gets stabbed up for real or cut up as according to what they said. So that proves premeditation. And that's what they want to get Jakur on. Where I keep my fingers crossed where I say, yo, something provoked this and we know what it is. And you know, your actions brought this. It wasn't dealt with the right way anyways, but two wrongs don't make a right. But the promoter was wrong, but so was Jakur was wrong. So we're hoping the time that he got already is all the time it is, and he gets to do that time and get out. We don't want to see him get no more. Because if him get more, he stands to get a substantial amount more of time in the Netherlands. The substantive hearing has been scheduled. It will take place on the 18th of June, 2025, around 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. At a substantive hearing, the case will be presented to the Court of Appeals and they will decide. A representative of the Netherlands Prosecution Service said. So a Facebook user sparked some fresh rumors that Jakur, whose real name was Sikatur Alcock, is not a Facebook user do it. It's somebody that was on Instagram do it. And I saw it from days ago. And I said to myself when I saw it, I said, this is going to take off. Because I started looking to see, verify my source, vet my source, verify the information they're putting out. I couldn't find anything on it. So I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to release this as well because I can't find anything else. And it's just this one person saying it. By the time me wake up the next day, whole heap of other people have said the same thing. And I still can't find the information on it. So I kind of knew it was false information. But I don't like to be left out of the loop. You know what I mean? So I mean, I look, searching, call a couple of people. You know anything about cure? No, sir, no, go, sir. I say, all right, it's not true. Well, here it has been confirmed that it's not true. He returns to court on the 18th of June. Jakur, the person said Jakur finally released from prison, Freedom Street, and it sent everybody into a frenzy. Now, over the past few months, a Netherlands investigative judge has been hearing witnesses as Dutch prosecutors press their appeal against the acquittal of the singer Jakur's attempted murder charges in his initial trial. What they really wanted to get him with was attempted murder. That's not what he got convicted of. And that's what the prosecution wants. So the prosecution is appealing his conviction so that they can take it back to court and make that attempted murder charge stick. Remember I told y'all, I said Jakur is not out of the woods yet. He is still very much fighting for his freedom because this can go all the way the other way around. Jakur was convicted after he stabbed a Dutch concert promoter known as Ricardo Papa Blake. Jakur was on the phone saying, I'm here, waiting till Papa get here. I have the knife for me right now. And I stab him about 100 times, something like that. He said, I forgot. I have the voicemail. It's in my previous videos, right? And this is what the same piece of information that the prosecution had to prove premeditation, you know? So the trial judge ruled that Jakur's actions were not premeditated to attempted murder, and he was acquitted of that, which is a more serious charge. Prosecution says, nope, it does prove premeditation. You, trial judge, didn't do your job properly, so we're taking you to court too, and that's where it's at. So clear up the rumor. No, Jakur was not released. Jakur is very much still incarcerated in the Netherlands. Jakur is very much also still looking at something that can go very, very wrong against him for him to get even more time again, right? Top of the morning, family. S Diva, thank you for being here. Just love his music, and I could listen to him whole day. I have a lot of Trini brethren, and they're huge Jakur fans. So anytime we talk about Jakur here or do anything, they're like the first ones in the comment section or the first ones after the video play. They're all over it. Jakur is somebody who has fans all over the place. He is not, an artist that's trying to make it. He made it. He made it. He is internationally known. After Jakur got arrested, I can't say I was a person that was really following him around per se, but he had a heavy media presence. So after he got arrested is when I went and started pulling up videos of where he's been lately and the shows that he was doing and all that. Yo, Jakur made it. Jakur was headlining his own shows. Like, he's the only person that showed up. And he was commanding the stage and commanding the crowd. A beer sing along and waving at the ear. And the woman them, you know those kind of artists where the women like will take off a brassiere or a panty and fling it on the stage and try to go home with the singer and all. He has a thing with the ladies. That's what I noticed as well. That's what he has a thing with the women. I noticed that as well with him, with all those videos that was stringing them together to do his situation update stuff. So, boy, to go from that to go to another prison cell, you know. But like we said before, some people will sacrifice it all to stand on business. You know, some people will tell you that, yo, if you do this to me make sure I mash you up, you know. And you'll do that to them and they won't mash you up. They'll go call the police or they'll do something. Then there are others who will say, I'm gonna make sure this is the last time you do this to anybody. Watch and see what I'll do you. And them people there, they actually do it and them dead serious about it. You could be in his ear saying, don't do it, you know. You see how the woman them love you? Brother, me watch your last concert, a beer woman did it. And not for nothing, but I did watch his last concert before he got incarcerated. It was like 99% women in there. 99% women in there. And the way they were going in over Jakur, yes, going in. You could have tell a man that still, bro, you're going to throw away all this. Make that go on, man. But you have some people who will be like, yeah, me that's the whole of that. Me I make sure say, you don't do what you just do again. And it seemed like Jakur was one of them people that he stood on principle, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to justify what he did. Again, I'm saying I wish he had dealt with it differently, but I understand knowing the whole story now where that came from because others have come out to speak about the same person, the same promoter, and this game that he's been playing for quite some time. Just nobody has been brave enough to step to him in any kind of way so he can stop it. Well, I don't think he'll be doing that anymore because him almost lose his life back at that. But now Jakur is fighting for his life and his freedom. You know, that circle revolving, revolving. We just hope things work out. All right. So I guess that then. Audrey says, I should hope not. Dorothy T says, some of these promoters are thieves. Pity he couldn't have controlled himself. I do feel for Jakur. Yeah. And it's an action thing that a lot of people do stuff and don't understand that's how the world works, you know? Like your action brings a reaction, no matter how small your action is. That's why you have to be careful about your actions, friend. Your action will bring a reaction. That Jakur wasn't in the Netherlands looking for war and violence. He went over there to do music. Do you know what it feels like when somebody make you work and then don't pay you? And I tell you about, all right, man, hold off a little bit. We could do the next show. And then when we do the next show now and you're far away from home, you're starting to feel like you're getting used, you know, and disrespected. Like, how dare you? Who are you? We're two grown men. You booked me for this event, right? Pay me my money. I'm doing the shows. Pay me my money. You are collecting the money, but I'm not getting paid. He wasn't having it. He wasn't having it. People just need to deal with business straight because not everybody. But I also hope, though, that Jakur don't do this ever again because you can't stand on business all the time. You have to choose your battles wisely. There are some things that it's worth burning everything to the ground for. And then there are some things that you just have to grit your teeth and take that one there and just keep it moving. Because if you think about it, right? The amount of time that Jakur has been incarcerated so far, he would have made that money back 10 times over already. Summer hot now. Everybody in demand now. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but after Vibes Cartel came out of prison, is like he put a stamp on the genre, on our music, and everybody is booked out and busy now. Well, those who are at the top of the game, really, are booked out and busy now. Everybody eat a food right now. I saw TJ performing yesterday. I don't know where TJ was performing. Beer white people in the audience, but I mean, it was bigger than Best of the Best crowd. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Bless up yourself in the morning and SOUFLOTV.
Manners and respect, my brother. What go on?
I'm there, man. And you were TJ there performing.
Okay, cause that me I say, cause beer white people me say you did see Gabby Dad out there with them.
Yeah, man, me say Gabby with the thing, man. I love that for Gabby, man.
Yes.
But what may I say still, SOUFLOTV, you said something a while ago. I'm gonna say something about it. You see, it boils down to man must have self-control and practice self-control. You
True.
know what I mean?
True.
Me understand the
And
sense
not
of the
everything you should
business.
crash out for.
Huh?
It's not everything you should crash out for.
No, Bridget, and in my opinion,
Yeah.
that never work the crash out. That what even the phone caller or Jakur when I go, I never work that, brother.
Yeah.
That big artist. I just know sorry, here I go. I'm not doing business with this somebody again.
Lock him up.
Lock him off, period.
Yeah, I wish.
Europe really make back the middle before you reach back to Jamaica.
True. True.
You see me, him and dash way freedom, dash way everything. See, I'm not gonna say a chump change, but money when could I make back before I reach Jamaica? You?
Yes, man. Cause now me think about it.
Some style and come on, man. Man, have to practice better self-control. You.
I agree.
You see me? Sometimes in a moment, you know, you will do something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to weigh, like, is it worthy? Like, this work me going all out right now. You know what I mean?
You know the consequences are come.
You know the consequences. Remember, you've been down the road before.
Yes.
You see me?
That's
so you know,
That's
just go back down the road for just any frivolous thing, like anything.
True, man.
Yeah, I mean.
True. But I like him that free a road right now, you know, I live that life there. Because him there live good enough, man.
With the one tap, you know, with John, the one tap, you know, you should have there for eat or fight.
You
see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we'll get a nice run, you know. John, we'll get a nice look around, you know.
You don't see everything up and running, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Everything up and running. Everybody on fire now.
Everybody ate.
Yeah.
Everybody ate. But anyway, man, jump back in our chat.
All right, my brother. Manners.
Bless you. Yeah.
All the way from Scotland. Shout out to who's that? Natty. Yes. Natty Bombers. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Listen. True, man. I know everything you should have crashed out for, know, but what means something to somebody little to you is big to them. So, but like Five Up said, I don't think it was worth it. Now that I look at it, I don't think it was worth it because Jakur would have been super busy booked. You know, he was Grammy nominated recently, and yeah, he didn't win the Grammy, but yeah, you're getting closer. You know, you are one foot in at the door already. You're up for a nomination already. And you know, said Jakur, them kind of music is more like the kind of music that will collect a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to dancehall, hardcore dancehall music, like we've seen over the years. So, I mean, I hope it work out where he does the time that he's already been given, because you can't take that back. And they're not going to change it. And the prosecutor from the Netherlands doubled down again and said they don't do early release over there. They don't do time off over there. Them not do. What we do here, daytime is one day and nighttime is another day. So if you get sentenced to 25 or 15 years, you end up doing 7.5 years in the US in most cases. They don't do that over there. 24 hours is 24 hours. So when they say you get 5 years, you do every day of the 5 years. They consider it a disrespect to the victim and not handing justice to the victim, however little or however big that justice may be. So whatever they gave him already, he's gonna have to do every single day of it. Don't want to see them add no more panic. You know what I mean? But that's the update for Jakur right now. They don't do good behavior either, King Biggs. Thank you. Yeah, he said they don't do good behavior, they don't do time off, they don't do halftime, they don't do any of that. If you get 10, you serve every day of the 10. He actually said if you get 5, you serve every single day of the 5. And that's just how their system is set up. So if you go do the time anyway, we talked about this before. We talk about not kicking our own when they're down. We talk about the situation with Jakur before. Like he went to prison before in Jamaica. And then when Jakur came out of prison in Jamaica, it was like he went from prison straight into stardom. prison in Jamaica is that's a hell of a place, you know, judging by even what prominent people like Vibes Cartel and Sean Storm them come out and tell we about the journey in there, and people in there mad out and some youth can't take it and these kind of things. To do years in there and then get out of there and go straight to the stage and straight to a plane, straight out of Jamaica, just touring the world. That's a very high from a very low. And there is no decompressing, there is no climatizing, there is no getting back to what is normal. You know, you have to get back to what is normal, you know. Yeah, I use our experience. Like when we go to combat and you in a combat zone, you shooting, moving, and communicating for a whole year straight. You see, when we come back over here, so we can't just be around our family all the time, and we can't just back to normal like nothing happened. You know, you are away doing some things and seeing some things. You are used to talking and moving a certain way now. Like in prison. In prison, you can't be seen as weak. Whether you're small or you're big, you can't be seen as weak. So violence is always the answer. Like if a boy put some sweetie on your bed, some candy bars on your bed, that could determine that's a sign of I think you sweet, you gay, I'm down for, I'm gonna make you mine kind of thing. You a newbie going there and see candy on your bed and start nyam the candy them thinking, oh, somebody left me gifts. They're welcoming me. I'm a part of the crowd. And you're not. You eat the candy off of your bed, next thing man want body. Right? So you have to understand all those things that there's no way you come out of that environment after doing years and go right back to just being normal. Good morning, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, all right then. You know what? I'm not gonna engage this person in this argument. I'm going this way, weighing the cons and the pros all the time. You're gonna slip. You're going to slip. You're going to go back into that 0 to 100 fight or flight, and you better hope it don't kick in at the wrong time. So I don't think Jakur got the help he needed from the beginning. The full decompression, the full, you know, learning to deal with certain things and accepting that he's not a normal person either. Normal people have me, you get up every day, you go work, you know, you come home 9 to 5, etc., etc. You're doing superstar stuff. You're doing superstar stuff. Private jets here and there, you know, big old expensive Benz, them shipping out of the country and this, that, and the other. He used to brag about his red bottom shoes. People used to talk about how that dread is so materialistic because Jakur loved fashion, right? He wasn't living normal. So to go from that extreme of a prison to all the way up there, so and then you know how our culture is, right? You're a big singer, you're a big song out the road, you're touring, your Benz and your this and the Bimmers and that look nice. Everything new and expensive. One bag of yes man around you. One bag of yes man around you. So nobody is in his ear to be like, yo, brother, love you, you know, as a brother. But this, you'll end up in a problem. Stop. You're more like not likely to have that around you. You know, anything my G say that me set up. When anything the done say that me I work with, you suddenly become somebody's done. You know, and then next thing you know, you're in a problem again. I will say this before we close this chapter and move on to the next topic. I'll give credit to Footer Hype for this because Footer Hype, as bad as things may be, Footer Hype was the only person who I actually heard say him have a video out there where he was warning Jakur. Like, if you not change how you act and behave, if you not move them yes man from around you, if you not simmer yourself, my youth, you're gonna end up back in a prison somewhere, etc. So Footer Hype did do that, right? I cool says so Flo, you should talk about the garbage situation in JA and how people just dash trash out of them car with. I do that all the time, fam. I do that all the time. So we put the Jakur situation to rest. He is not out yet. He is still fighting. His next day in court is the 18th of June 2025. They are trying to get him on more serious charges. And if they do, they're going to add time to the time he has already. Let's hope the time he has already is all the time he has to serve. And then he'll be out of there. And that will be that. If I may like him, I fly out of the country there. As soon as them let me go straight to the airport, please. Because that's what I'm doing. And I'm up out of there. Right? That's the situation for Jakur. We have other topics on the table. I cool. We talk about that all the time. It's a bittersweet thing for me. It's a bittersweet thing for me, right? Look, check what's going on in Jamaica right now. So there's a big cry about all our beaches being privatized. A big cry. All the people that must say, yo, Andrew them just a sell up the whole of the beachfront. And we're an island. We are an island, meaning so we're surrounded by water. So there should be beaches everywhere. But the problem in Jamaica is that the beaches are becoming less and less accessible to regular Jamaicans and more only to tourist people or to the Jamaicans them that can afford to go book into one of these all-inclusive or one of these joints that sit on the beach. That's a problem. However, I purposely drove around and went to a bunch of different beaches that were public. All me did I look forward to there in Jamaica, the public beach there. Because I know where the private beaches are at. And I go there and I take my kids there. May I look for some public beach. I'm highly disappointed in us as a people. Somebody have to say, if we're going to complain about them privatizing the beaches, we have to be able to clean up the beaches that we do have as public beaches. The government is bad on it because them need to put things in place too. Like for instance, when I go to the beach here, where I'm at in Florida, where I vlog on this beach all the time, the beach is pristine clean here. When I go to the beach here, there are bathroom facilities, multiple bathroom facilities. There are trash designated points, multiple. The people themselves have a mindset. They don't want a dirty beach. So they will literally just pick up a garbage bag and start walk the beach and just start pick up stuff if they see anything. And they'll do it in a big group. Nobody have to organize them to do it. They just don't want a dirty beach, right? Which makes it nice for me to live here where that's happening. Last time I was in Jamaica a few months ago, I was in St. Anne. And there's a particular piece of beach in St. Anne. I see the beach from the road and I said that beach I look nice. So I go around to go into the beach and I literally drove and went right back through and come right back out. Because the amount of garbage and cow doo-doo and all them something that I saw on the beach, I was like, I can't swim over here. And the water pretty, you know. When I say the water is like sky blue, clear as ever, you could see to the bottom of the water. I mean, I said, this is paradise right here. But look how we do it. So we can't be doing ourselves like that and then complaining about how they're, how we want them to. Left all of the beach them so we can garbage up and dirty up all of the beach them. I say this all the time. Use condoms everywhere. Patty bag. In Jamaica, it's typical for the men them to just jump out of them car and just pull out them hood and just piss any which part. The place smell pissy. If it's a private beach, the place smell pissy. Anybody that's eating a patty, them just crush out the patty bag and just dash it so and yam the patty. And you could literally stand there and watch them do it. If them a smoke cigarette, them just flick the butt over so. You could just sit there and watch them do it. Woman change them baby and just roll up the pampers, the shitty pampers, and just throw it so. On the beach. On the beach. People go there to have sex. Because you know, for culture, them say we fucky, right? Pardon my language. But people go there to have sex. Them take off the used condom, them tie it so. Them just throw it so. Like, and it look like it's their area that where them do it all the time, right? So a beer tie up condom just next one. We have to do better than that. Because even if the government isn't running a program where there are people designated to clean up these places, we, the people, should not want to have these places looking the way how it look. It cranny, man. In some place, real cranny, like I wouldn't take my shoes off there for nothing. And I'm walking, KFC box, rum bottle, all that. Yes, Diane. Yes, use condom, KFC box, rum bottle, patty bag. And it's not even like it's a little bit, May I talk about a lot, The beach that I'm talking about in St. Anne, I don't really want to put nobody on blast. But the next time I'm back, because I always go on those ends, I'm going to video it again so y'all see it. It's bad. It's the garbage pile up like about from the ground to about that high. And it's a long bunch, a long line of garbage with all them something that in it. Yes, Let's Born TV. I'll do, bro. The people them want do and them go hold on for one. Like the tree them or something when them have around the area there by the beach. It's like them go hold on for a tree and do shit right there. So I'll do. So I say this to all Jamaicans, right? At home and abroad. Because somehow we go down there, go do the same thing, nasty up the place because we say other people are nasty up the place. But those who are really there, I say this to you, when we don't value or cherish what we have, foreigners are going to take it from us. Me I tell you a long time. So them a look upon Jamaica lot. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. We are gonna get a rude awakening. They've been looking at Jamaica for the longest time, from way back when sugarcane plantation days till now. They've been looking at Jamaica. Jamaica is a gold mine, a money pot, and it's paradise. They've been looking at Jamaica for the longest. They're plotting long time. You see this stretch of beach right now. You have people driving around in Jamaica that are completely not Jamaican. They might drive around. They might size up the place. They might say we could get this stretch right here, and if we put a hotel right here and make it an all-inclusive and then fence this off so it's only available. Look at the water. Look at the view from this. You don't think them not do it? You drive past it every day or walk past it every day or ride donkey past it every day and you think of nothing. Because they're from you born. Foreigners are sizing up Jamaica. They're sizing up the rural parts of Jamaica. Not even the rural part of Jamaica. Them not safe again, One time gone, you see? These investors used to size up like the beach areas and them want the whole life. No, they're going into the hills now. Even they're looking at the hilltop and how building this house on this hilltop. Look at the view. You can see the sea from up here. Them want that too. So no go on, dirty it up, burn it down, kill out each other. Only thing you're doing, man, and yes, keeping it dirty is a part of it. Just like how we are kill out each other as a next part of it. All we're doing is we're making it easy for those who really want it and them don't have their money already, and they're rubbing their hand like Birdman. They looking. They're like, yeah, keep it up, keep it up. How's the funeral home business doing down there? We might have to invest in some of those, George. Yeah, because they kill each other at a rapid rate. It's good business. Okay. 2 funeral homes on the East Coast, 2 on the West. Yes. Okay. Private investors in funeral homes. I saw them are doing, funeral home, beachfront properties. We're giving it to them. Every time any one of you Jamaicans who listen to me, Nyama party and dash the bag, so just know say you're contributing. You burn a cigarette and you flick the butt, so just know you're contributing. You change the baby diaper and you fling the diaper, so just know you're contributing. You pull out your front and piss anywhere and think up the place, just know you're contributing. And one day we're going to wake up and we're not going to be owners of Jamaica anymore. Me and you are going to be looking at each other like dinosaurs. We the last one left. Can't remember, we are get old too, we are get big enough. So our grandparents, them, some are with there and on their way out. Most of our grandparents gone already, right? And who you think is next? Our parents, then us. These people play the long game. They play the long game. After you, all me. My picking them born and raised a foreign. They're not going to Jamaica to fight nobody for Jamaica and stake no claim. So we have to try preserve Jamaica. Please listen. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up just now. But that's a sore point for me. It's a sore point for me because I'm disappointed in us, in Jamaican people. Y'all remember when we used to? I don't even think they do this anymore. Like when you did go to school and you did have devotion morning first, right? And then you have pledging, you have to pledge, and I pledge allegiance, like yeah, so you have to pledge. When me I go to school in Jamaica, national anthem I sing a morning time, there is a certain level of civic duty and pride that was instilled in us growing up. Don't dirty up Jamaica. Don't dirty up Jamaica. And you have to pick up and clean up after yourself and these things. I don't even think they do that anymore. School picnic them used to organize and we used to go to one certain area and clean up the area. Clean up day. Labor Day for us is a clean up day. And a Labor Day like in America where you jump like a carnival and find party figure and say RIP to the fallen of the US military or whatever. In Jamaica, Labor Day is clean up day. Yeah, you find somewhere where look shabby and paint it up, clean up the place, cut the grass, pick up all the juice bag them and everything and fix up the place. I may not even know if them do them something no more. You know? So man, listen, with the modernization comes all this stuff and we watch our culture change because certain things that used to never fly in Jamaica is commonplace and normal now. So we watch our culture change, even the way we speak, the way we view each other, just the way how everything changed. We've seen that to include. Cause me used to go Helsha Beach when my father a soldier. My father did upper camp, right? And me used to live at Brayton. And this is before we got Clarendon. And then we used to go Helsha Beach all the time. Helsha Beach used to be pristine, clean, and pretty. Them out there fry fish and bammy and all them something there from way back when. Helsha is a shocker for me because Helsha has eroded so much that I remember the last time I was there, I'm sitting in one of the cook shop them with order with food and thing and me hear tush, pop, tush, pop, tush. And me I say at the water, I lick the back of the restaurant so me sit down, you know. So me turn on and look through the thing. Boy, them build a little something where you can go out and stand like a little pier. And you're right in the sea. When I was going to Helsha when I was growing up, Helsha did far out. I used to go way out in the water and the water still reach on my knee and me a picnic. Me did little. And the highest it goes to my waist before that water start get deep. Now, beach erosion, government don't care. I look at places like Helsha, I'm like, those places are gold mines and gems just waiting for the government to say. But you notice how they pump all that money into like, they try to tell the tourists them where to go. We want you here. We want you in Negril and we want you in Montego Bay. Stay here. Anything else you venture out on that. Helsher over there, so could have been one of them places there and it would generate a lot of income. I hear them talk about Portmore must become the new parish and all this. I hope that's a part of it. I hope that's a part of it. The commerce would come with that. But like I said again, you need you need leaders who love the country, like genuinely love Jamaica, and stop put anything else above it. And then we will see the changes that we keep talking about, you know. But until then, this is what you're gonna see. Nobody designated to clean up these beaches. Dirty nasty beach. Where you taking your family when you fly into Jamaica? Most of we live a foreign. Where you are carry your family go? You know you're not carrying your family to one of them dirty public beach there. Because I'm not doing it. I don't want my picnic to step on no needle, broke bottle, any kind of thing like that. We go to the beaches where they rake the sand. Okay? We are going to spot the tourists them there because in there so clean. And that's a bad thing. Or we're going to find river. That's a bad thing. Donald Thompson said, I'm afraid of the beach, them a crocodile, I enjoy it. rotted. Me say, yo, me see some shark when them pull out of the water. I don't want to scare nobody, but shark and crocodile when them pull out of the water, them. And I said to myself, say, you know, so me not go back in there. But I say that until I get to Jamaica. As soon as I get to Jamaica, the first piece of water, I see me right, right in it. That's how I am when I'm in Jamaica, anyways. I've said this a million times. I literally drive around all day, but my clothes is swim clothes. I may have change of clothes in the trunk. I may have a towel and them sitting there in the trunk because I'm gonna find some water to jump off in. Yeah, but we're contributing. Just know that. I'm feel disappointed in us. So as much as I want to cuss government that they're not doing enough because these places could be this, that, and the other, I see what the people do to it too. But government has a job. Government is supposed to govern. That's why them name government. Them supposed to govern. So when the people can't take care of it, you have things in place to instill that, to make sure them do that. Up here, you throw something on the beaches that I go to and you get caught, it's a $250 fine. Me no want to wake up, go to the beach today and throw a party bag and have to pay $250 US. And then we have beach patrol up and down all day, riding by on their go-karts, driving up and down the beach. Then we have the something them will scrape the beach sand. Then we have helicopter will fly over, because them will look for shark in the water. The Air Force is close by here. There's an Air Force base close by here. And I think they work with the beaches. So while they're out doing drills and exercises and stuff, they'll run their aircrafts over the beach and do aerial views to see if there are any schools of sharks coming into close to where people are swimming and so on and so forth. You know, more power to us though, man. More power to us. The glass is half full. The glass is half full. Jamaica is young and Jamaica is growing, but I wish he could have done like a better, like a faster. That's all. Monetizing himself and his friends or the country. Sheldon, they met me sad for our country, says Lorraine Lawrence. Yeah, sometimes you feel that way there. When I go and I see the dirty beach, them, I feel exactly that. Because I don't even want to eat the food that's there. Yo, I'm go buy food already, you know. I'm drive off, you know. I kid you not. I went to buy food and I drove off. And when I jumped in the car, I said to wifey, I said, yo, that smell like every man will live in that area. I wake up and piss right as of this morning. It rank out there. And the person who's serving the food, the smell. Remember, I pull up at one spot, one brother jump out and talk about, hey, big man, you can't park. That's all. You have to turn the car, bring the car out of the road a little better than that. I already didn't like how he was talking to me. So I pulled the car out of the road, and then a stench hit me. I just drove off. And thank God I drove off, because I ended up drive till we reached Trelawney and saw two women in Trelawney that have a tent up with a cook shop and got some of the best food I ever had in Jamaica from them. Yeah, so, you know, hygiene and all them thing them on. Have pictures of Hellshire when the place did nice and the people arrive and take over the place with cook shops. Yeah, the cook shop them did always there, you know. If you watch this movie, is it Third World Cup? Where Paul Campbell came out of the car with the Delcita she name? I don't know if a Third World Cup or no, on a Third World Cup. And the movie where the stepfather did a mess with the little girl, where him say walk and talk and walk and live, talk and bumble clock dead. Him say in that movie there. When him step out of the car with the woman and the youth was, I think it was her toddler or one of them played that person there. And he was like, what happened there, see it? What them man there do with that something there? Him can't manage that. And he pull up him shirt and show like an ice pick or something. And Paul pull up him shirt and show a gun handle and him run away. If you watch that movie, you will see the cook shop them there. So them a fry fish and cook food out there from a long time. Dancehall queen. Thank you. It was Dancehall queen. Absolutely. Yeah, so they've been out there from a long time, man. They just never stay the way how it stay now. And because of the beach erosion, everything is all cramped up. But we had space before. So the cook shop them did their way back here. So you had a whole heap of beach and a whole heap of water. But we don't have that again because the erosion. So now you have little bit of beach and the cook shop them they're right there. It's different. It's different. But they've been there for, I can't remember them not being there. Right. My brother passed away, so it's been years I've been there. I haven't been there, says Michelle Clark. There's a private beach spot in the grill that you have to pay to enter, but it's okay, clean and Kaz, that's a lot of the beaches in the grill. I went to a beach in the grill that this, remember I told you actually one of the vlogs that I came back with where Shakira was swimming and stuff and Stone Love sounded string up out there. I didn't pay to go in that beach. We drove in, but then I don't know, it is gated off, it's fenced off, police and security dep on it, whole heap of tourists on it. I don't know if it's a public beach that. Eh? You just gotta pay for your drinks and your food and stuff, right? Babe, is that a public beach? I feel our ear of them now. A public beach that? Oh, it's a private beach that. Okay. Alright. See there? I was gonna say if that was the public beach, that's the best public beach in Jamaica that I've seen, but a private beach. I was wondering, can them have slide where gate I have to go in and all these things? Designated parking, food place right on the beach, but not like a cook shop, but big established concrete building type thing. And the fussy people them next door. Remember I told you about the woman next door? She was so mad that the music was playing loud. And me down there enjoy the music cause Stone Love string up. I'm saying to myself, where in the world can you go? Yo, Jamaica is so beautiful, man. I can't even explain to you. I drive where I'm driving on. The children them said, Dad, we gotta go swimming. The beach is right there. So we find where we're in. And the first thing we see, the brother from Stone Love, them, no disrespect, bro, but I forget the name right now. When I selected them, and them say, Bomba Clock, SOUFLOTV, you're a fucking giant. You're a giant. I saw him greet me, you know. And I say, he said, you're big, no rotted in a real life. Cause I'm big, I'm tall, right? So me and him there, I talk to him, him say, yeah man, we're strung up right now, cause we have a session tonight, right? And I say, yo, we have to go drop off the picnic them and come back at this car. We can't miss this. So the whole time we're trying to figure out how to tire out the kids them, go drop them off with Auntie Cutie so we can come back and enjoy Stone Love string up on the beach. And they just started string. It was so authentic. Them just start stringing up. So for those of you who've left Jamaica a long time ago, you not even remember how big speaker box get moved and stuck up and how them string up and how the DJ start play early juggling, just a workout him set and make sure so the music on point and how the speaker them sound and all this. And we here for all of it. And then I look out and the water pristine, clean and beautiful. That's where I told you I saw the group of young guys and them ups. Hey, beautiful, gorgeous. I said the woman look like one wet garland. And we never see a baggy G-string before. Right, that's all. Right, that's all. But the place pretty. And Stone Love string up there. Yo, if we only know what we have, man. If we only know what we have and actually really treat it like this are ours. It made me feel so proud to say to the woman, because there's a woman there that was like looking at my daughter and my children. She look on my little daughter. She look on picking them up and down like they're making too much noise and you shouldn't be here and this is our safe space and private. I'm watching her from a different angle, but she has stared down me picking them. Two white people sit down at one table. enjoying their red stripe. So typical. Until she hear me say, you can keep that bumbo cloth a foreign, you know. Yeah, because down here so a few it. So we tired of that. Because when we up there so in a full place, so they give we that all day. Don't bring that here. And I said that. But me have talk. Me did have talk in my place. Because all the other Jamaicans them a look for me like, God no, bro. Like, you know, like them afraid to tell them people that. Me never afraid to tell them that. Yeah, so I was like, yo, you can keep that bomber clock up so in a year place, because when y'all there, do we get that from you all the time? The stare down, they try to intimidate, the you don't belong here kind of look, go home back to your country, immigrant, foreigner, whatever. So when you're there, yeah, so those members said this a few and we don't want none of that down here. You ain't coming down here to stare down nobody. Go and enjoy yourself. And then of course the next lady now start complaining, oh my God. You know, the speaker them a play, she a put two fingers in her ears. Oh my God. I'm like, just move. Go. Go somewhere else. She right next to the venue. Me go over there, go get me drinks. Me hear the lady I talk about. Are they gonna be playing this like how long is this gonna be going on for? And she go like she'll lose herself or jump out herself. I'm like, lady, just pack up and go. You know, when you come to other people's country, you come to enjoy their culture. And so we do a yard, we play music loud. If you go market, music loud. If you go past public transportation, taxi man, music loud. You know what I say? Anyway, start to go music loud. Music is a part of our culture. Filled with sweet reggae music and dancehall music. So come enjoy that. Don't come turn up in front of the big speaker and put your finger in your ears. Oh my God, this is so noisy. There needs to be a partition here. She start complaining and they started moving around, boy. Them turn down the music, them block off the place, them go get chopal and start block off the place so she can't sit inside of the venue. The whole time I'm like, I wanted to grab them by their neck and walk them out. And you know when you walk somebody to the door and you're like, just fling them, just leave. Leave. Yeah, but our thing. Our thing. Anyhow, Jamaicans that never travel take things for granted because that's all they know. So they take everything for granted. If they only know, if they only know, the average Jamaican that has never traveled, I want them to travel because I want them come afar and come see how water cold and beach water. Even here in Florida, the beach water here don't get warm until it's like midsummer. So the beach look pretty, the sun shining bright, the water cold. Just simple things like those. You know, yes, so flow, I would have done the same thing. Yeah, man, I'm afraid for race them up, man. Because they do the same to us when we hear. Turn that music down. But they in Jamaica talk about, oh my God, it's so loud. Why are you playing this music like that? Flo, did you say the woman like wet rat and the man, the woman look like one. Jerome. Jerome, big up yourself. Jerome, me I look for now. I'm best of the best. Yesterday, day before yesterday, me I drunk and drop down in the place and all kind of something. But anyway, never see you know. She look like a wet garland, bro. Wet garland. You know what garland bird look like. She look like a wet garland. And she have on a G-thong. And it was baggy. Cause the woman so mager. Me never see one baggy tongue yet. Before, because I don't know who tell her to work for the beach. But them Jamaicans will gas your ass up for real. All them women go down there, them go down there to boost them self-esteem. Remember the girl from England said it. She said when she came back to the UK, there was a tire shop she was passing, and the tire thing go psst, psst, and she said she pulled out her phone. I start, she was like, nah, this is serious. I'm having Jamaica withdrawals because you see that thing right there. You hear the sound, right? And it's like, psst. She was like, I thought I was in Jamaica just now because everywhere I go, you know, in Jamaica, I hear psst, psst. I thought man was calling after me. I thought man was saying, hey, sexy, hey, beautiful, hey, gorgeous. Nobody says that to me in the UK. Nobody even give me a, hey, how you doing? No, nothing. Jamaica, them don't have a type. They don't have a type. If she big, so. If she maga, so. If she hunchback. All the woman were out there with the on her last leg of life. And she a walk with a walk up on the beach. She get a compliment too. Want mums? Why you look good enough? That old woman knows she don't look no damn good. But she'll take it. She'll take it. But that's us. That's a part of us. We make everybody feel good. I was telling people here that in Jamaica we don't party like y'all do. Let me explain. You go to a club in the US, right? You're expecting to see a certain age group of people in the club. If you see one person in there that looks a bit older, hear everybody here now. Ain't he too old to be in the club? Who granddaddy that is? Somebody come get your old ass uncle. Ain't she too old to be in the club? And why she dressed like that? You know, like everything I for young people alone, right? When you go to Jamaica, right, and you're there a party, and you're there a dance, you know, sister, everybody is there. All the old man with one foot get a wine from a young, sexy girl. She'll back it up on him just for the fun of it, to make him go and enjoy some life and feel good about himself too. And still somebody, girl will back it up on him same way. And him have to catch himself on him crutch like this and swing the little one foot so and wind up on her same way. And a bag of excitement. We party different in a Jamaica. Listen, our vibe cannot be, they can try, but they can't do it. Our vibe cannot be replicated. It can't be. I've been to a lot of different places in the world. None of them is like Jamaica. None. That's why Jamaicans have to understand what them have. You know what I mean? As simple as it is, understand what you have. We don't even need no excitement wrong with to make Jamaica nice. When we there in Jamaica, we just stand up one place. If we just go to Christiana market and go stand up one place, just so. And I'm entertained. Everything else. Hi, pretty. You tired? Are you tired? No? You slept all the way back anyways. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Did you like that house?
We did
Girl. So this is Milani. Milani is 4 years old. For those of you who don't know, baby girl just come in this morning. We had a very eventful weekend, and she's getting ready to go to school right now. Right?
The last time I was sick.
Last time you were sick, you still sound a bit stuffy.
Hi.
Hi. You want to show off your outfit of the day?
Yeah.
Okay, we call this outfit check, where Milani is going to show you what she's wearing to school today. Let daddy tie your shoelace.
My mom always told me.
No, your mother not tie shoelace good. She look like she need to help her tie the shoelace. Be about where you tie them with your toe.
No, my hands.
I was just joking. You see the hearts? Look. See all those pink hearts?
Yeah.
Let me tie our shoelaces real quick, y'all, and get her going. No, man. Be tie them like she don't want nobody take them off her. Tie like that. That's a lot of shoelace. Tie like that. Good? Let me see the other one. Okay, this one's good. You put a sticker on here?
Yeah.
All right. So it's hot outside. Jesus Christ, Miami hot? It's way hotter than up here, so spot needed. Stand up on me. So that's what we're working with today. Melanie has on tank top, a black tank top. She gonna play and enjoy herself and out the door and have fun. We're experiencing 90 something degree weather here. It's hot, hot. All right. And she's wearing her cheetah print army looking fatigue jeans, baggy fit, and some white sneakers. Show you sneakers, mommy.
Sneaker again.
And sneakers like those right there.
Because these are my favorite shoes.
Those are your favorite shoes, cause you're not stop wearing them trying to get them. Like you don't have no other shoes. And you got a sticker. It says great. Now you gotta show off your pretty face. And your hair. And your pretty face again. And give me some love up.
That's right.
Oh, princess. I love you, mommy.
Love you, Dad.
Daddy, see you later, okay? I come get you.
Can you bring me some mac and cheese?
Some mac and cheese. You're not asking for blue chips today. You want mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get you some mac and cheese.
At Walmart.
At Walmart. That's not Walmart we get it from. The one that mommy cooked, she got from Walmart. You want her to cook it?
Yeah, I want Mommy to cook
You want mommy to cook it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell mommy.
Okay.
All right. I love you. I'll see you later, okay? All right. All right. Yeah, she don't want no chips today. She want mac and cheese. I thought she was gonna say, "Can you bring me my blue chips?" She said, "No, she want mac and cheese today. She want the one with her mother cook." So I said, "Tell your mother, so she can cook it for you." Wait, now we graduate to mac and cheese now. so you will have to bring the whole meal when you go. Yeah, the whole, I was saying that to Kai. Kai was like a vegan, vegetarian kind of kid. Then all of a sudden, Kai starts school, Kai yam everything. So when him come home at evening time now, he just eat anything. I said, Kai, you used to come home and you used to ask for lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers. Cause that him like, cut up some lettuce, tomato, and cucumber for him and put like a dressing on it, him good to go. And he would eat that. We were so worried about him because him used to eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then he wouldn't eat anything else. And then he would eat tomatoes so much that when him do the tomato, them used to burn up him body. And him used to ball because around the burn up because of that many tomatoes him eat. Not eat nothing else, And I never seen a kid do that before. Like a child so in love with lettuce, tomato, and cucumber. But now, boy, now everything same way, yes. He's still a lettuce, tomato, and cucumber guy, but it's not what he asks for first all the time anymore. Even though I'm still asking for it a lot still. Yeah. He's learning from his peers. Kai Joy, yes. Yes. One day I'm come home and ask for now we don't keep these. One day I'm come home and ask for corn dog. That's not what you know about a corn dog. Because we have corn dog. He was like, I ate it today at school and it was really good. All right. All right. Jerome said, Flo, you need to go back to Jamaica. You have been away too long. These young generation expect to party all night and the baby here sleep all night. They don't want to sweat because them eyebrows. Anybody in here went to Best of the Best? Best of the Best was day before yesterday in Miami. Big up yourself, reggae girl. All right, nobody in there never go. That's why I never see any of them because I was looking around. I said, all right, me over VIP. I say, we're going to. But let me sum up. Great goodies. We didn't see you though. Great goodies. We never ran into each other. I mean, the crowd is massive. Anyways, so still recovering. Yo, if you did see me, it was bad. I recovered quickly though. So, but then I drink. you know, I had a big bottle of Sriracha par and thing, and I'm mixing pineapple juice and Sriracha. I drink, I take in the show. You know, Romain Virgo, even wifey said, yo, if Romain Virgo is the future of reggae music, we're in good hands. So shout out to Romain Virgo. Romain Virgo came out and a true star man, a true talent. Yes, Missy Bram Bram, drunk again to rotted. But this time me fall down in front of everybody. Kin over back way to, you know. It's not like says a front fall when I could have like catch myself or act like a something else still a go on. 1 minute me did enjoy myself. Next thing me know, backwards I went, foot in a ear. I was like, oh my God. And you know when time you're drunk and you drop, you take long to get up. But you know, I had to like sober up real quick. I'm like, reggae girl, you see it? I was there videoing everything. Next thing, I heard somebody say, Lord, so flow, man, you have a whole heap of fun. You have a whole heap of fun. Me drunk and drop ya, man, kin over in there. And then it was time, of course, to start drink beer water, cause me never know say it would have creep up on me like that. But that heat that was out there, the heat kind of helped, you know. I saw Romain. Oh, you saw Romain Virgo in concert, many other artists, and he stood out to me. Says 5P063. I love Romain Virgo. He's an inspiration as well as a role model. Yeah, Romain can truly sing and entertain, use up the stage kind of thing. He's like a young veteran. Marcia Griffiths. Now you would go there and you would think, them all artists here be oldies but goodies. That oldies but goodies hit different when you have a couple of drinks and you're out in the park and everybody are sing along beside you. You know, I shall sing as long as I live. We think me drinks kick in now, you know, so here I'll be a whisper in our wife ears. She try to sing me, I try to talk to her, and me I say, some serious message in that song, you know, babes. Cause listen, the woman sing, I shall sing as long as I live from she about 19, 20 years old. She is 60 odd now. Still a sing, I shall sing. So your sister she go sing as long as she live for real though. Yo, it's a testament to yeah, I mean I say Ray and all praises to you, Queen. Big up yourself. I was having the time of my life before me came over in there. It's like after me drop, you know, it was never the same again. The vibes did. Because now I started being self-conscious and stuff. But at that point, I didn't care. You know, I was like, I'm here to have fun and enjoy myself. I'll put this video in the vlog that's coming up, but this is a 6-minute footage. A 6-minute footage when you up on the phone, right? So, see me there. Wife in there, so I'm not gonna show you it. I'm gonna put it in our vlog. And the crowd no one to see now. So wife in there. I wait. You know what? I feel the Shakira sabotage me. Because now, this is the video that I fell on. It got to a point where I was trying to be creative, so may I try keep myself centered, but I was trying to video, and me get to all where me I video the back of my own head. That's how far around now, if you drink, you see, you know your equilibrium a little bit, your balance ain't too good, your balance is off, so I trying to go rear back of my head so while keeping my head straight up and lose my balance. It's either that, because one of the time me I video myself so while me I wind up on Shakira and me notice say a soca did a play now. I don't know if she rock back and push me and knock me off of my balance or whatever. But next thing me know, the camera dropped, budoof, and when the camera dropped, right, it turned up this it turned up this way, so I keep on recording everything. Me left on the ground, all me see a fear leg in the camera go all the way up. She'd have on some little short shot, and then her helping me up off the ground. This fear hold me on. She was like, "Come, get up." In my mind, hear me in my mind, I said, Jesus Christ, you drop and embarrass the girl. So she put herself together and look good out here, and big man like you can drop down in front of everybody. She have to help you up. So I get up quick, your friend. I got up so quick. Oh man, but I stayed there for a while though first. I was like, damn, you drop. All right, hurry up and get up. Baby flow. Yeah, she have to take care of me. She said, come, get up. Yo, I swear I thought she was going to walk away and leave me. But so when she walk away and left you, my youth, the woman don't like them something there, you know, you're drunk in a public and drop down and all them something there. But you know what? Me drunk and drop down with she already. So she owe me one. Me and she drunk and drop down together already. This is before we even have kids though. Right? Kwame, big up yourself. But then tipsy. And she give me a little, me hear the soca, right? So I get behind her and I start doing my thing and I pelt in waist, I throw in waist. I telling you, and next thing she do, she bend over and do a little bounce back so and me lose my balance. And that was it. I remember, you know when you feel like you're going to fall and you're like, I try to catch yourself? Me feel like me like a fall when she debunks me like that, you know, me just try to catch myself. I even had time to reach back and look, and I saw a chair behind me, and I tried to hold on to the chair, missed the chair, and just dropped. It all happened so fast, but so slow. It was one of them kind of drop there. And then when me lick the ground now, me hear, there's SOUFLOTV, you have a whole heap of fun, man. And I said, somebody see me. This is embarrassing. Where's the King Biggs? Rookie? No King Biggs, I don't know rookie. I partook more than I should have. Cause me alone upon the big bottle. A big bottle of Ciroc me did have. And me alone was drinking from it. And me I look for people to share the damn bottle with and can't find nobody to share the bottle with. So when I looked at that bottle, the bottle did pass more than half already. And I was the only one drinking. So me say, yeah, do too much out here with the heat and everything. You're lucky you don't have no pain now. Me good. Thanks be to God. We don't reach this yet. Although some days I don't know. Some days I just wake up and I don't know. You ever do that? Jump off of the bed and what the? You have to wonder like what? Did I bump my knee somewhere last night? What? You never do nothing, you know? You went to bed fine. You wake up with a sprained knee. Went to bed fine. Wake up ankle swell. Went to bed fine, wake up, totally feel like you buck them for something. Went to bed, it never happened to you yet? Yes, man, it happened to me already. Many times. Went to bed fine, sleep on the wrong side, wake up, can't turn your head left or right for the next 2 weeks, week and a half. Went to bed fine, wake up, where's this pain in my shoulder? You wake up in the morning, I want this. You're human, okay? You're human, and it's happening. And I'm alone it happened to. It happened to you too. Stop act like you're invincible. Here, some of them no SOUFLOTV. It's because you need to exercise, and it's because I exercise. I've been exercising really hard these days. We're getting old. We're getting older. We're not get old. We're getting older. Yeah. So your body is acting up on you. That is it. Yeah. You ever jump yet? I feel like you have the landing. And you don't, because you need them say ow when you land. Yes, so you land and buckle. That's our reach now. That's our reach. My son said, Dad, I could burn you. I'm telling you, you can't run against me. And him have this way where I'm talking like him. Like, you can't run against me, I will burn you. I ran track and field. I said, Jay, I don't care how out of shape I am. Right now, I will burn you right now. But you're going to have to give me like a month, though, to get in shape because I ain't really been in shape or nothing. So, you know, a month passed, I was in the gym. consider myself getting back to it. I was running on the treadmill good. I felt like I had it. So we went to one of these beach trips and I said, today, now. Why? Y'all see them videos? Guy takes off running and then pull up. I pull up for my own safety though. I didn't pull up because I tore anything. I pull up for my own safety. I pull up because I felt like something was going to go. And I didn't want the something to go. So I pull up. I'm going to tell him, say, the sand is not even. And I step down in a hole and twist my ankle on the sand. So we have to go find a different terrain to run on. And we haven't ran against each other since. Because me not look for no terrain to run on against him. He's a high school athlete who's doing super well in athletics. And that's the realization in life, you know, when you reach a place there where you say, yeah, the youngins got it now. Hold me. the youngins got it now. It ain't yours no more. You can't really keep up. But I think I could still dust them. I think I could. I think I could still dust them. Wanna work with me? I think I could. I think I could. I was looking for some pictures to show y'all. Jaden plays football. Boy, fast. And he tall. He over 6 feet. See him there? This is one of my babies right here. That's Jaden. If y'all, for those of you who've been following me for the longest, you are gonna know them baby here. You see how them baby are grow? That's Jaden. Remember it was Jaden and Kosi, right? Well, that's Jay. Me I gotta just give to them here, man. I'll make them do them thing with it, cause I find out that when I try, you know, it's not really conducive to my health. So apparently I've given up the baton and he's carrying it now. Yes, 5 feet 6'3". You see? Yeah. I think he's about 6'2", 6'3". No, he's 6'2". He's 6'2". His brother is 6'3". Yeah, but they're out here doing their thing. They be testing my manhood now. They be talking about you ain't strong enough. Dad, I will burn you. Come here. Get on this track. I will burn you. And that part of your brain that says, look a boy, I can't run fast on yourself, Lord. Are you make them picnic here? Or if you make a little picnic or run, get not realizing say, you know, the little part gone. Them no little no more like that. So you can't really like run left them no more like that. Unless you want to hurt yourself. You know? So I was trying. I may almost hurt myself, so I stopped. And I just say, you got it. You got it. Like the time when Kosi held me in the kitchen. Come up back at me. First of all, I'm not let nobody approach me from behind. Come up back at me and hold me something. Bear hug me. Grab me. And I tried to get out of it and I couldn't. And then it got really serious because I was really trying to get out of it now and I couldn't get out of it. Let me just get mad. I was like, yo, let me man. Come on for me. I don't even like nobody approaching me from behind. What kind of hung up stuff? Hey, don't block. Be nice enough. All that was to disguise the fact that that was the first time I actually realized that my son has a bear hug man strength. couldn't get so tight. Usually when he did it, I'll be like, bah, bust it, come on. Couldn't get out. Couldn't get out. And when I was trying my hardest to get out, I couldn't get out. Yo, you, let me man. Let me. Don't even play with me like that. I don't like nobody come hug me up from behind and squeeze up man back on them something that I get me couldn't get out. So me that be like, you know, deflect a little bit and not let him realize. I think he realized though. He's probably like, he couldn't get out. I had him. But that's my big boy, Coco. Lovely watching these babies grow, man. Lovely watching them grow. We had a time this weekend. I'm telling you. Anyway, we're gonna move on to something else. Fun that, yes. Ton daddy real quick. Come on, man. Let go me. Because you can't get out. You like, because you can't get out? I said, nah, because I don't like you holding me like that. Why are you hugging me from behind for it? He did say it. He said, oh, why? Because you can't get out? I said, no, because I don't like you hugging me. Don't bumper cloud hug me from behind, brother. I hug me and squeeze me up them way that too. Hey, shout out to the church people them in here. Now, anytime I say stuff like that, hear them. Jesus Christ, you use that kind of language to your kids? You got to understand that my kids are raised in America, man. When they hear bumbleclot, it's like the tourist people that be like, say it again, Dad, bumbleclots. Bumbleclots? What do y'all say bumbleclot for? You know, I try to submerge them in a Jamaican culture as much as I can. So I have to let them understand how it is used. So me use it the proper way. Don't bumbleclot for me like that, brother. I mean, I like when time man grab me up from back way and them something there. What kind of something that? Because you can't get out, huh? Nah, it's because of how you grabbing me. Don't hold me like that. Why? My phone off. Grab me my phone off. So Flo, your phone is off. Huh? What do you mean my phone off? I be having some of these bills on auto pay and then I tell them off of auto pay because them people here rob you. 1 month them charge you 3 times for a month, and if you miss it, you just miss it. Yeah. Babe. Oh, somebody tell me my phone off. No, my phone not off. See there. All right, babe. Wait there. Okay. Drive safe. All right. Live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning.
This is your communication company just giving you a courtesy call to see if your app is working.
Oh, did you see my face? I was like, pick up yourself. The line clear. It's at work. It's at work. It's at you. Yo, I appreciate you. Big up yourself. Yo, this is your communication company just giving you a call to live on the air with SoFlo. Good morning. Yo,
Morning, my general.
mothers are respect
No
for me.
scamming this morning.
No.
The government scam.
You see, what go on? Yo,
Blessings, my general.
mothers
Yeah,
are
I think-
respect, sir.
You know, Michelle Clark tell her, say, we have to work something so she can come on Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stay with so long. Then, hear me thing, Mama, I want to talk to you now. I know something a little bit off topic.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, the beach. I
Mm-hmm.
tell them, I have a place 3 minutes from the beach, and I tell the people them say, here what happened. The private beach, why we, you know, like the privatization, it a work good for it.
Wait there.
All right. The dumper for the morning now, where we never want to get into, but it bother me. The people who didn't watch the video where you put out, they need to go watch it. But me, I go mention some things and make them, and they need to go watch it.
Same.
All right. The J1 program, you see,
Mm-hmm.
you require a minimum of 2 years to get qualified for going to a J1 program.
This is the work
The
visa
teacher
program. The teacher
Other
work.
skilled workers.
Right.
Yeah. Tell people go watch the video.
The teacher
No,
and
no,
other
no,
skilled
no.
workers visa.
Yeah. So for 2 years you have to work in your job. And then you can be in a J1. So it means that anybody who is in a J1 program have a minimum of 2 years
Vetted.
somewhere else.
Right.
You me, you know, you hear me I set it in my brother. You see? So if such man come our place, yeah, before we say that something, we say something. To crime happen, two set of things must happen. You must have motive and you must have opportunity. All right. People have motive. It's in them. Opportunity is either them it's available or them create it. So them see an opportunity or them create an opportunity. So them say, come take some picture with me, Ray. And then later on them boots up the thing. So you say, hey, where's my picture? You understand where I come from?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know all I facts, you see? But me I say, if somebody so brazen,
I talk about it after you're done though.
States of America, when have so much resources, check them past.
Absolutely.
Because remember, a minimum of 2 years. So that means that if people double where they there, for at least 2 years, I could have more than that.
Absolutely.
So we have asked your forum, my brother. And we have asked SOCA, we have asked Ministry of Education, and we have asked JTA to go look in a such man past.
Yes, I agree.
If you might try come in a United States,
to do that,
where you have so much resources, you see, if we come try groom, allegedly, then it means that people need to go check back all I liquor district. And remember you talk about one thing where you talk say all the man them scope out who them are gonna pick. All right. So we are beg all of them people there for go look back in the past.
So let me ask you a question.
A bunch of things just happen.
Hold on there.
Such man deprived some. Sorry, brother.
Hold on there. I want to ask you this. So do you think that when said that individual gets sent back to Jamaica, you think him can work as a teacher in Jamaica again?
You know me have that question there? We can't ask the forum right now. Just ask everybody in the chat. If them would have make such man in charge of them children.
Yeah, but it's not.
Me not have to answer, you know, have to answer. Everybody else will answer.
Right.
You see me?
Right.
But the other problem there is, you know, my brother, is that guess what happened? Yes, the program did done have scrutiny. Can I ever tell you? Me have friends, and me have come from a teaching family. And me ever tell you, say, where?
Me have family members. No man, we're hearing loud and clear.
Yeah. So me I say me come from a teaching family. And guess what? You have people who qualified in a way them teach. I mean, I'll give you an example. Somebody can qualify at, you know, how Jamaica stay. You start out say you're trained as say a maths teacher, and then make you teach in English. And the can be good in English now, but then can't go on the J1 program because a maths depend on them degree.
Right.
That's how stringent the program is. Now, this man I bring more scrutiny on a thing where people can that people bread and butter.
Right. Right.
But we need to check back where I come from, because him couldn't accelerate if allegedly him so skilled to manipulate the whole device movement, if you understand where I come from. Yeah. So we use the program, my brother, to call on Soka, because we know they're listening now, but then go on like they're not listening.
All right.
You see, Ministry of Education and JTA to look in a such man pass.
Right.
Because the cover up thing and them type of thing stop happening.
I'll put everybody on once you get off our phone. Cause I know everybody understand what going on.
All right.
All right.
Tell them to watch the video.
Manners and respect, my brother. Manners.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Just a quick getting everybody on the same page. Some of you don't know what's happening, right? Let's grab this call real quick first. Live on the air with SOFLO. Good morning.
Good morning, SOFLO. Blessed.
Manners and respect.
That's a lovely topic this morning.
Manners, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. Because why we're trying to get you about 45 minutes now, and I'm trying to get you.
Really?
Yeah, man.
But the phone open, man.
Yeah. And when the person texts me and tells your phone shut down, I know we text the thing. You want to talk about the beach thing. Two things you want to talk about, the beach and the teacher thing. The beach thing passed by a lot of we native in Jamaica.
Wait,
Because you know,
wait there. First of all, you have us on speaker, my brother, and we can't hear you because all we hear is echo.
No, you know what? They don't want to do the building, right?
Oh, well, yeah, we're not to hear you too good. We're going to try though.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Hold on. All right. One more thing. The beach thing caused by a lot of us native Jamaica. Because we don't take pride of our beach.
Yes,
we don't
man.
Take pride of our beach.
True.
There's too many times I went on the beach with a set of dogs children on the beach. Nobody clean it up. I am from Manchester Bay here. SOUFLOTV. You got so many people in Manchester Bay that their money, what they doing in my dollar can pull the arm. You didn't need nobody from outside to come and go to the beach from.
Wait there. The audience can't go hear you because me have a problem. I hear you.
Hold on.
I don't know why you say a lot of nothing.
Hold on. Let me see if you can put that.
Yeah, me know. If you have it on Bluetooth or speaker, it's not going to come across properly and we won't be able to hear you good.
That's the SOUFLOTV.
You have a lot of people when you know a month today here at me from. And you know you have a lot of people down there who have money, SOUFLOTV. The money calculates and fill the ark with that. SOUFLOTV, they did not need nobody from outside to come and buy the beach front. They could have buy that beach front and set it up SOUFLOTV for themselves. You understand me? And then set up it. When these local businesses, they do not set it to make it look attractive for people to come and sit down and relax SOUFLOTV. When you have a business place and you have to keep it your SOUFLOTV, you have to clean it up. Some of them get up in the morning and they don't sweep up the place, leave children all about, paper all about. No, it's not about going to a business place and just go and eat food. What is there to attract the people? What is there to clean the guests? There's nothing there, SOUFLOTV.
Clean it up and create an ambience, not true?
Huh?
I said clean it up and create an atmosphere, an ambience.
Create an atmosphere.
Yeah.
Look, all right, I'll show you something. Just like the birthday where they Mocha. Mocha have an ideal place, but Mocha now set up the place right.
Mocha. Yeah.
No, set up the place right. You have something to attract people to come back to the place. You see?
You know,
something.
Hold on there. I want to tell you something. There are different types of tourists out there, you see. You see Mocha. You see how Mocha is like in the bush, raw, rasta, and with the bamboo tent them and all them something there. You will be surprised that is exactly what his set of people are looking for.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'll show you something. You have a place down in Montego Bay, and enough people may not even hear about this place. They call it Nature Village Farm. Nature Village Farm is a place that's up by Leaky. It is the only and one of the largest football fields in the whole Caribbean. Was built by a man named Dawes. That is where Seaman United used to train. When you go there, there's a bar up there, laughing up there. The bar in the kitchen is built right over the river. And most people they will know about these places to go and hike out and camp out just so. When you go there so, you cannot invade the football field because the grandstand is 200 feet above the football field.
But what you ask about them places? Like what? What's
Nice.
Yeah, but
nice place to go and see, brother.
is it like a Jamaican owned type of place where
So,
we-
it was
where-
a man in Washington that used to work with a man named Dawes.
yeah?
On it, and Dawes sell it to a next Jamaican man named Keith Top.
So it's
All
still
owned by
operational.
Jamaican, brother.
So it's still operational.
Of course, it's still in operational. You
Oh,
see,
okay.
It's still there, man. You understand me? Me used to, all right. You see, in Montego Bay, you used to have a man down there named Dennis Morgan, and me used to work for them, man, and me used to serve them, man. One of the richest man in Montego Bay. Me used to serve them, man, there. Them man, when the man they come out, a bodyguard, the man they walk with. Me used to work at one of them restaurant, and me used to serve them, man, there. So, they have a hotel down from Maitland Road, in Sea Garden. Nice hotel on the beach right in front of that way. We don't support you to them so. See, come back to the school thing. You see that brother the one I talk about? I don't know him. But allegedly, you have a man right now in country school. Same thing they're working at the school down there right now, and nobody not doing anything about it. And he's working in the school down there right now. Even the other day I heard a brother talking about it on the news. Why they not doing anything about it? And they must say why they don't know anything about it so. There's too many slacknesses going on down there in Jamaica, man.
Yeah. From when I know about it, we can't load it up or say nothing about it. But the one that happened up here, I want to talk about that for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, for real thing.
All right.
Let me say something. Something by cause by we the government still not in a so because me no feel say all the man who come from another country should have come at Jamaica, come tell a Jamaican say them can't come now. If me and the government, you have to shut down and leave my country right away. You can't come and come tell me that my native people them cannot come in no hotel, I care less who you is, You have to shut down and leave my country right away.
So them do that in Jamaica?
I mean, so from the other day, it's when Jiggy can't come in a hotel.
He didn't know who Marley was, and he was judging him, right? Boy with dreadlocks and look a certain kind of way. Your kind is not welcomed here, kind of thing.
You don't have to know who the person is. You see? Because if that's so, they don't want to know who is the person. You get what I said?
Yeah. No,
So
I'm not
me
saying.
my money.
No, I'm not saying it's okay what they did because they never know who it is, and if them did know, then them would have let him in. Cause that's not right either. Cause anyone else could have looked like Ziggy. So we have with dreadlocks and with just a regular Jamaican. But the fact that they rejected him based on that, not even knowing that that was Ziggy Marley or Bob Marley, that's to show you how out of touch they are too. Cause guess what? Anybody who is in touch with our culture will know who when time Ziggy Marley stand up in front of them.
Exactly.
Yes. Or
so from Mr. Man working at the tourist industry all my life in Montego Bay. And it's a shame to see that. First time I used to love when I come down, you can see the sea. The man that sell out the whole of the beachfront, you can't see nowhere.
And build up big high rise, block off the sea view.
Big high rise in building, you can't see no beach, nowhere. From Discovery Bay, come right down, everything sell out, brother.
Yeah, block off the whole of the sea view.
Block off the whole of the sea view.
Yeah, I see it, man. And the only way you can get to the beach from this now is if you go through one of them hotel there, to go up on the next side onto the beach. You see it.
Up to the other day, we see a video where some brother they show with some Chinese man down there. Put lock and keep and gate. You can't come on a beach. You understand me? Them things are slackness and the government not doing anything about it. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
But here what I
hey,
say though. Them when they're selling out all that, you see once those places are owned under the conditions that our government sell them out under, because there's no stipulation that says, hey, we will allow you to build here, you own the land, you buy it. However, local people must always
have to have
maintain
access.
must always maintain access to the beach.
Yes,
There's none of that in there. So I feel with
none
one
of that.
government, I tell them say, do with it as you wish. And the first thing they do is privatize it and lock it off from the average Jamaican.
And we are the cause of our problem. We are the cause of our problem because we don't put in stipulation.
Right. That is our government. Our
You
leaders.
understand me?
Yeah. And them not put in no
Me,
stipulation, just a sell out the something. So
yeah, man. Right now, me see you have a place in Falmouth the name Burwood Beach, and them lock up the beach more time too. You can't get on it. Them lock it up. It doesn't
boy.
make no sense, brother.
A river
Right
them
now,
want to
now
send me going
some
up. And them
brethren,
soon
I
come for the
river
river.
last.
And them soon
And
come
them
for the
soon,
river them too.
and let me tell you something, you know,
Mm-hmm.
me see enough of these Jamaicans in the Garden River them, you know, instead of them control it. But they now fix up the river them good. Set up the river them good and put some nice business there that people can come down. And this is what I'm saying. Set up the river them place them nice that people can come and sit down and relax and enjoy. Hmm? Hey, so we have a whole soul in our country, you know.
Yeah. Missy.
But you see me, Jamaica my place, and I don't care what they go on down there. I want to
Say,
be afraid find in Jamaica the police, you know.
you afraid of
Only the
police them?
police. What do you mean? Let me tell you something, so only the
What?
police and me afraid for down there.
What make you afraid of the police them at Jamaica?
Let me tell you something, so Flo.
Cause you did it
You
more
know
than me.
what?
So me I try to see something. What make you afraid of the police them down there?
Let me tell you something, so Flo.
Talk
You
your
didn't
talk,
see
man,
what
cause
they go on
nobody
down
don't know say you.
You see, no man, listen to me, so Flo. Me no, because I'm sure something. You see when the police are going with down the right now is brutal, murder.
See.
Trust me. You down there, and listen what I'm saying. They have to do their job, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not aggressive to the police, if you're not disrespecting the police, why is a police officer thumping you? Why is a police officer firing 15 shots over your head? Why is a police officer taking a piece of iron and beat to breaking up your foot when you're not disrespecting them or aggressiveness to them? And none of these things are not dealt with. Why is a police officer taking away your phone and tell you say you have to come a station fee because you won't give him the password? That is theft. Those officers are supposed to kick out the force.
Yeah, I saw all those that you just described. There's a video for each one, right? Me say all of them, bro. I've seen all of them. I've seen all of them.
The problem in Jamaica, Jamaican government people do not reprimand and discipline. So.
Boy, I see them tell a little MAGA youth say, and listen, like I said before, I'm pro police because without them, dog nyam we suffer. We still need some.
That is true.
Right, but at the same time, we better not start acting like they are all good because there are those ones in there that need to be weeded out. For instance, when the police check with a man the phone, when the police commissioner came out and said that is wrong, that is against the law, should not have been done. What is the repercussions now for him and other police who have done that? Then there's another video now. A little youth, the youth Marga Sotil, and 3 big thick policemen back up the little youth. Have him them ask him a couple questions, the youth answer, the youth have him hand up in the ear, me just say the man kick with the man foot them. He could have really hurt himself, you know. He could have really hurt himself, you know. So yeah, you talk about police brutality and go on and them thing that boy.
A lot of people
I can't act like I don't see it because it is happening and I do see it.
A lot of people A lot of people gonna say, hey, this going on in United States. And we're not talking about United States, we're talking about Jamaica because this is where I'm from.
True.
This is where I have to go back off to live.
True.
You understand me?
So yes, I
Police
said
is a
deal with the
police
people
officer.
them better, man. That's
Yeah.
all.
They
Deal with
need
the
to deal with the people them. Deal with the people them better.
yeah.
A police officer going to look for a citizen and tell them to go SYM his mother.
Yeah, and you
And
can't tell
scream
them
on the
that.
phone.
And you can't tell them
And
that.
you can't tell them that.
Yeah.
How comes that?
Yeah.
Maybe shot you, maybe kill you. Come on, we don't need these police officers in the post, brother.
Yeah.
You know see?
No lie still. Boy.
But still this one, I guess me are going to get brethren and see me place this up.
Yes. Cause we not run with it.
This up.
Right. Right.
You don't think that on the right on the hills with their soul so I mean now roll it.
Yes, brother.
You see. But keep up the good work here, sir.
All right, manners and respect, brother.
Yeah, man, peace.
All right. Listen, the situation that Marvin was talking about, right? The J1 visa situation. Did a video recently about this Jamaican teacher that's in the United States of America as a math teacher. If you listen to the details, I got those details from the arrest affidavit. You see, the same way how we did cover CMR situation, we don't go off of stuff that we make up or we suppose because we don't want nobody fling no lawsuit on we. We go off of what the police them tell us happen in a them arrest affidavit. It is alleged that this police officer took a picture, not police officer, this teacher took a picture in the classroom with the student, not just that student. The teacher was taking pictures with multiple students like this, right? Take pictures with the pic of them. And the day after, one of the little boy them came back to the teacher and said, like him said, Mr. Jones, can I see the picture that we took yesterday? Mr. Jones pull out him phone and said, sure. Come, let me show you. And while he's scrolling through his phone, him have dick pictures in the phone. So the little boy told the police that, and I know little boy now, one teenager, him tell the police, this, me I gonna use Mr. Jones. Him said Mr. Jones kept stopping at the genitalia pictures every time. And he would stop and he would look at me and he would keep like him scroll it where and bring it back, scroll it where and bring it back, and he would keep looking at me and keep doing it, and still haven't seen the picture of us that we took in the classroom yet. But make it worse, him say the teacher. Let me show you how divisive this is. The teacher asks him if him like it. The teacher tell him if he take my phone, go to the bathroom and take a couple of pictures of your own stuff with my phone and bring the phone back to me. Y'all gotta be careful with your kids. That's if indeed that is true, this is somebody who is thinking ahead. And they're already thinking like this. If that child take that picture on his phone, or if I exchange pictures with him on his phone, that's evidence that's out of my control. I saw them thinking, you know, them a plot for a long time. If this is true, how can I get? All right, so if me give my phone, then me have the evidence on my phone, so me can't easily erase it and manipulate it the way I want to. Why would a little kid come up with a story like that to go tell on him, right? Live on the air with SOUFLOW. Good morning.
Morning, SOUFLOW.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to her.
Morning to everybody in that chat.
Yeah.
You know what? Now go back to the beginning of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And the teacher, seem like say that particular student him do something with before. It seemed like say him did want to start the grooming, and that particular student
blow him cover
on that particular day was the student that he was gonna try the grooming on.
Right.
To see if it worked.
Right. But the question now is
because him take picture with a lot of kids,
mm-hmm.
and out of the blue, that particular student said they want to see a picture.
He want to see the pictures that we took yesterday.
Right. So if he never chose the student decides say he wants to see the picture. So in a field mind now,
This are the
let me
one.
see if we can start this grooming and see if it works.
Mm.
And it blow up in our face. Allegedly, if all of this is
If
true.
all of this is true, allegedly.
Right.
So
now when me I say
mhm,
when me I say about this whole thing, if this is true
mhm,
and him get convicted
mhm.
and him have to serve time and him get deported.
Right now he's arrested. He is in custody without bail, and the local law enforcement has notified ICE, and ICE has put a retainer on him. So when them let him go in immigration custody. That's what the paperwork says for now.
No, the petty file registry
Mm-hmm.
for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
This would be perfect for that because this person is coming back into Jamaica.
The big question is, did he do? The big question is, did he do this in Jamaica before, though? Because
I'm saying, if he never get caught before,
right,
by Jamaica,
mm-hmm,
now that he is caught, if he is convicted of being a pedophile,
mm-hmm,
and he's sent back, he should. The registry should be set up to where, as soon as he reached, he is processed in.
Yes.
That way, everyone on the island will be aware of who this person is.
I saw a video out of Jamaica. I don't know how true the video is, but I saw a video out of Jamaica where somebody ran a background check on a teacher, and it turns out the teacher is a serial child molester. And then the person blew the whistle because the person is saying that in Jamaica, they don't really do a background check when they hire these teachers. So that's why I was asking, like, you think he's going to go back into teaching again? Because certain things in Jamaica are super loose, you know. A man like that will get in a trouble over here, and when him reach a Jamaica, them say, well, that never happened here, it happened at foreign, and that no have nothing to do with we. His record is clean here, and he has the qualifications, so we hired him.
Well, you know what I think that the diaspora should start doing, since they're not doing anything about the registry in Jamaica. When these people are exposed, we should put their picture everywhere in Jamaica to warn people of who these people are. We have the internet now. We have Wi-Fi now. There is no excuse for us to make a person's face go viral.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. You see, we have the internet. We can put it out there, but if those people are not paying attention to the platforms you're putting stuff out on, it still goes by them. People change up them look all the time. Enough time I see people stand up right in front of me who I see them all the time on social media, but when I see them in a person, them look completely different. So till me even look past them, right? But I'm just saying, like, if it's coming from an official site or place or a government entity, there should be a database where they go to look. And if you're in that database, then you cannot be employed at this particular place. We shouldn't have to depend on the worldwide public to be doing this, because anybody could be up there with. It's just not it's not a more legitimate kind of search. That's us doing our due diligence, yes. Our civic duty, yes, but at the same time.
And we should start asking questions about this teacher to the people in Jamaica.
Yes, and that may suggest
questions to find out if this teacher has done this before.
Yes. They need to go back to the institutions that this teacher has worked at before, track him all the way back from when him come out of teachers college or wherever, track him all the way back and all his place of employment and everybody he interacted with and find out has he done this before. Because I find it hard to believe that somebody would go through all that. Like Mervin just explained, you have to be in your profession for 2 years at a minimum before you're even accepted into the J1 program. So you're properly vetted, right? And then to wait till you come all the way over in America where you know they are more stringent and don't play around and you're more likely to be caught, to try that. Usually that's somebody who do that already and have a pattern of doing that would try that. You wouldn't wait till you reach over yourself to go try that.
I do agree.
Yeah.
And it does remind me of the CMR story.
All right.
Yeah, go back and I start.
All right, my friend. Manners.
Take care.
All right. That was Marie's message, 411 TV. She's right there in our chat. That's our fellow content creator sister. Find Marie's message, 411 TV. Hit that name and go subscribe to her channel and, you know, engage her content as well. Definitely not the first time, says Let's Bond TV. Me not think I first time, because there are certain things that you would just be naturally afraid to do. Remember me telling you the story about when me did I try teeth? Now, listen, I took up some money one time from my grandfather, Mas Clevey. Me never know how much money it was. All I know it was a big stack of money. And some people was coming to drop, a truck was coming to drop off mall and cement at the house. Because them did build the commercial size chicken house them. I mean, just took up the money and gone with it. Me the out of Sparlings, I buy everybody patty and everything. My grandfather say, you thief. That man beat me till I thought I was going to die. And when my grandmother came home and saw me, my grandmother bust out a ball because my parents, they are foreign, and my grandparents were there with, and my grandfather said, him no want me grow up, go turn thief. So him will teach me a lesson so me never thief again. Fast forward, leave Jamaica, come to the US. Me have a friend. Me and my brethren going to Winn-Dixie. Him say, me I go teach you how to thief. Immediately, me remember Mas Clevey and that beating there. But me don't want to seem like I'm not with the crowd. Him walk through Winn-Dixie, him take up a bunch of things, him put them in him clothes, him gone outside with it. Now me see him left the store, you know. And me I say, ratted him get away with it. This is my first time I go try thief now. I took up a giant Snicker bar. Walk with the story, you know. Because I start off soft. I took up a giant Snicker bar. And I walk around the store with a giant Snicker bar till I feel like, okay, I reach a point where I don't think nobody will look for me. And I push it in my clothes. And I walk around and I think to myself and I say, well, you said the barcode was up on the back of it and that make the thing go off at the door. So you have to get it out of the package that have the barcode on it. So I walk around the store some more and I find one little corner. I tear the Snicker bar out of the pocket now. Have the raw Snicker bar in my hand. Drop it in my pocket. Walk around the store till the Snicker bar melt out in my pocket. Scrape it out of my pocket and put it on the shelf. I'll come out of the people at the store. I mean, those are thief in the bill for me. But if you look at the build up, right? How to be a good thief. All right, I'm going to start out small. A Snicker bar, if them catch me with that, it probably not going to be nothing too big. All right, but you don't want the Snicker bar in the paper because the barcode there. Make sure no barcode no depend on the chocolate bar itself. Right? Me I practice for thief, you know. It never work out. We decide that thieving is not for me. If you look on this man, look at my phone. I could scroll through the phone. If the child ends up seeing the dick pic, it was an accident. So I'm telling himself, you know, it was an accident. I forgot that it was in there. Me and my woman take pictures like these all the time and send them to each other. So he accidentally saw it. The affidavit says, under questioning, the police asked him, do you have pictures in your phone of your genitalia? The Jamaican teacher replied, yes, I do. They knew right away that child was not telling a lie. Then they asked him, did you show those pictures that are in your phone of your genitalia to that particular student? The affidavit says he went silent. He did not answer yes or no. I test him a test. Like how me did a test with the snicker. Me see if me can come out of the store with it. How me come out of the store with it. Don't want teeth nothing big yet. Just want to clear the ear first to make sure said this is the right place so I can teeth from. And I know how to teeth from here so I can get to with it. That's exactly the same kind of thing I think he was doing. It's an alleged because he hasn't been convicted. However, I'm trying to figure out why would the get. And you know what's crazy? What's crazy is when I see the comments because there are Jamaicans who are like, I lie them I tell upon the man. I bet said a little Yankee picnic there, rude and unruly, and the man did not try discipline him. These are the comments I'm seeing from Jamaicans. And the funny thing is, it's other Jamaican men that are leaving these comments, which lead me to believe, Mr. You're probably just like this person. Every one of those comments that I read, me go look upon them profile to see the individual. I'm just like that. So me just look to see is this coming from a dead account or this is coming from somebody who have their pictures up and everything. Come on, want to see why would that be anything you would jump to? I will say allegedly until he is convicted. But me now go jump on it and say, like the little youth I tell upon the man. Because how would that little youth know say teacher have him front picture them in him phone? How would the youth know? That is something that a kid don't just pull that out the air. Oh, I was looking at Mr. Soflo's phone and I asked him to show me the pictures we took together and he kept pulling up pictures of his thing. And then he gave me his phone and said, take it to the bathroom and take a couple of pictures of my thing on his phone. Boy, I'm saying it in my video, you know. Some of we really know how to embarrass the rest of it. Because here's the thing, right? You see that J1 visa program, whether you like it or not, I saw one person said, SOUFLO, stop say that. Because him never embarrass nobody. Him embarrass only himself. No, bro. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. The next Jamaican teacher that is hired, a male teacher that is hired off of that J1 program, I guarantee you, there are going to be whispers around, hey, make sure you keep an eye on him, especially around the children. I'm not saying that he's going to do anything. Seems like a nice guy, but the last one we had here, he was from Jamaica too. Yeah, and he tried to do some pedo stuff with one of the kids. So it's just like when Jamaican go through the airport and then catch them with them drugs. Hot alert get put out. We're screening Jamaican passports today more than anything. Or those with Jamaican backgrounds. Even if they're carrying an American passport with Jamaican backgrounds, we're screening those heavier today more than anything. It's just a natural reaction to that. So you naturally make it bad for everybody else that's coming after you. They're going to be scrutinized heavily for no reason, labeled for no reason, because you set that way. Because you feel like you could have come here, come get to it, something like that. Know what I mean? Yeah. So it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. And the worst part about these people is what they love to do is they love to use one of your worst to judge all of your kind. Don't let that go over your head. They love to use one of your worst to judge all of your kind. You can't do that to them though. You will hear stop generalizing because not all of them are like that. But when it's time for them to judge you, they use one of your worst to judge all of your kind. I don't know, them Jamaicans, they be carrying a lot of drugs through the airport. I'm like, damn. Them Jamaicans, they be carrying a lot of drugs through the airport. I know more Jamaicans that don't carry drugs through the airport than I do that do carry drugs through the airport. But you're just gonna put it out there, right? Like that, right? Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Good morning, bro. Respect and manners always.
Manners and respect, family. What go on?
All right. This is what I tell you. Like, seriously, whether Batty board the side for already, yeah?
So.
Yeah, true. All right. Me live in Netherlands, yeah? And the stigma what them bring for we, everybody with the Netherlands a Batty man. You understand? So what the teacher do right there, so when them go screen them and something them go do it, yeah, them input a stigma on we Jamaica and see what them do over here, yeah?
Yeah, cause that's how they judge us all the time.
Every time, bro. I'm not joke, bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, bro. Manners and respect now. Go back in the chat, yeah?
All right, my brother, manners.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I also encourage us to be like, you see, when we talk about how you can contribute, this is a way that you can contribute. How you carry yourself. Don't be out here living selfishly, because believe it or not, you represent. You represent a certain group of people. You represent a certain culture. You represent a certain demographic of people, whether you want to or not. So if you're out there upon your worst, most ignorant behavior all the time, or your nastiness all the time, you're contributing too. Just like how we said earlier, the people them, if you're nyam your patty and throw the paper, if you pull out and piss anywhere, stink up the place, shit round the back of the building, there so do all them something there, you're contributing too to foreigners eventually owning up all of the beachfront in Jamaica. Because you know why, when your government say all them something there, they're not even think about cleaning it up. Them just think say, well, if we sell it to the Chinese investors, they're going to take better care of it. Same thing if you do this. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning. Call back again, please. Caller. The J1 is not just for teachers. Right, Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Kerr. You made that very clear, my brother. The J1 is not just for teachers, it's for teachers and skilled workers, right? He said it's an exchange program where the recipients should go back to their country with the experience, and some get to stay via other pathways. I have one cousin of mine who came up on that J1 program. She is now married, have our children here, still teaching. She just went from, she used to have to teach, and every time holiday come around and stuff, she had to leave. And then she had to come back again, and she did it for years until, you know, life took its course. She's young, had her degree, working here. She eventually met somebody, spending most of her time here, and then it turns out into her fully being here. So I'm well aware of the teaching part for the J1, but there are others as well, not just for teachers. But I'm saying, he's making it bad, and people like him. I'm sure him not the first person who would do this enough. I've just never heard of anybody else, but I'm sure he ain't the first to get into trouble like this. We had two recently who were on the J1 program. They were two teachers. Y'all don't remember this? I did that story on here. They were but they were employed in, I believe it's like Louisiana or South Carolina or somewhere like that, if I'm not mistaken. And they got caught with drugs. That was their thing. Their charge was drugs. There was a significant amount of drugs. and it was off of the CMJ1 program. So I guess every time somebody from that J1 program does something, they're definitely going to highlight it for the rest of us to know about it. So it can't be that many of them, which brings me to this. We have more people on that J1 program doing good than we have doing bad things. Obviously, the program is a good program. Obviously, majority of the people that are on the program represent us well. But the few, you know how them have the saying, a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch? Cliche. Right there. Right there. Yes, Cartaja Empress from North Carolina. It was North Carolina. Audrey Wright, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Yep, and that's why them check my juicy party them the last time I was I was coming up. Yeah. Sometimes them just tell you pull up your suitcase and open it and them search you up, and all these unnecessary searches and stuff is because of stuff like this, you know, and people like them. One bad apple spoil the whole bunch. Majority of us are not drug dealers. We don't carry drugs. We don't transport drug overseas. And those of them who are here on a J1 visa, they are not here doing anything illicit or illegal. Look on the brother will come up the other day, the story. If you go on SOUFLOTV right now and look it up, I lie, me I tell you, it look like a couple of them, you know. The guy that just got caught at the J1 program, him the panto. Remember when I started the video, I made a joke and I said, him there upon a work visa, so I guess anything qualify as work. I work him a work. He was caught with the biggest meth bust recently. I think he was transporting the meth from California to a certain part of Florida. He was known as the plug here. He's the guy. You know, everybody I said to Mr. SOUFLO and a film something that. Him they are foreigner, it a good food after that. And they use him. Cause an a film thing that he's not the one that's responsible for all. So that was another one. He's here on that same J1 visa program as well. All y'all do when you do that, man, just make it hard for the rest of it. Or for the rest of your own people then. Put it that way. Yeah. Whenever I'm going through TSA, I have to pull my hair down and they always searching my hair. Says Kataja Empress. Yep. One bad apple spoil the whole bunch, my friend. But anyway, in closing off that particular argument, just like Marvin the Point Jamaica Curse said, we would like Sissoko and the governing authorities in Jamaica to take a look into such man's background. Because me not think that somebody just brave up and go do that overseas. So I have a feeling that he might have been doing this from Jamaica. If those accusations are indeed true, right? We'll wait to see what else comes out of it. But from the arrest affidavit and the questioning session, that gave me enough to say, your name, call upon that. Let me leave with a message like this before we go into the next topic. When you're here, you should walk the straight and narrow by any means necessary. Don't even go close to anything that could be misconstrued for anything else. People picnic and pedophilia, your name should not be called anywhere near that. You should be so far away from that that it shouldn't even be, them couldn't even put you in that, not even by lying or by mistake. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, moving right along. I want to go through the Dr. Dawes with the $31 million drill. Because this was trending for the last couple of days, right? Dr. Dawes, Dr. Alfred Dawes, a medical doctor out of Jamaica. He's also associated with the People's National Party. And y'all know, say, politics time now, so everybody is unearthing everybody else's dirt. Everybody is trying to show the other side, show up the other side, or try to show the people themselves this is not a good fit for you because this is what these people have been up to. Missy Bram Bram says still trending and now it turn up. Boy, Missy, you know, when him come on yesterday, I have a video here of him, and I'll show you the video and him explain to you how they got to a $31 million for this neurological drill. I'll say to you though, before I start the video, that obviously he's a super intelligent person. He broke it down so that a baby could understand, say, it's fraud. Okay, big fraud scheme is what he uncovered. Now, him uncovering this, he's getting a lot of threats. He's being sued. There are people in high places who are coming after him. So when Dr. Dawes started the video yesterday and him say, I'm not suicidal and I'm not, I said, why would a man have to start out with the statement letting everybody know, say, nothing no happened to me. I'm normal. I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't feel like hurting anybody or myself. I'm not, you know, when you hear that, you usually hear that when you're up against those who can make it look like that's what you are or that's what happened in your demise. Understand? It's taken that seriously. There is no lawsuit. They have no grounds. The receipts are there to back him, says Missy Bram Bram. All right, Missy, let me get into this first. So, this whole hoopla over the $31 million neurological drill sold to the Southeast Regional Health Authority by Medical Technologies has mushroomed into a lawsuit that has now been filed by the company and by Kingston Central members of Parliament, Donovan Williams, against opposition spokesman on health, that's Dr. Alfred Dawes. The lawsuit was filed in the Supreme Court on Monday afternoon by attorneys representing Williams and representing Medical Technologies following allegations that were made by Dr. Dawes at a media conference called by the People's National Party last week. At the news conference last Tuesday, Dr. Dawes announced that he had asked the Auditor General's Department and the Integrity Commission to investigate the procurement of a drill for Bustamante Hospital for Children, alleging that a web of corruption surrounding that controversial purchase happened. He raised questions about the procurement process or how they went about getting it, claiming that the drill may have been a refurbished unit that was imported months earlier at a fraction of its cost. Dr. Dawes said in his video that drill is probably about $3 million. Three. And then he said, let me explain to you how they got to pay $31 million written off for a $3 million drill. 3 versus 31 is two very big and different numbers. Fraud is being exposed. All right. Now, shortly after the press conference, Williams demanded an apology from Dr. Dawes over what the MP claimed was an attempt by the PNP spokesman to link him to this company who's behind the purchase. Williams indicated that I wasn't a part of this. I was merely a trustee in this company, and I was making arrangements for the shares to be passed to the rightful owners. So don't mix me. May I sue you? However, Dr. Dawes responded and said, go ahead and sue me, and I'll see you in court. He further said that all of his assertions have been backed by proof in writing, which had been turned over to the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission. In the lawsuit, Williams and Medical Technologies, the company, their attorneys claimed that Dr. Dawes' statement in their natural and ordinary meaning meant that and was understood to mean that the claimants are involved in corrupt practices and they are involved in selling supplies to the Ministry of Health at a markup of 12,400%, and they are thereby involved in theft from and the figurative rape of Jamaican taxpayers. Wait till you see the video. So the claimant's lawyers also said that the publication of the statement by Dr. Dawes has caused and or is likely to cause serious harm to the reputation of these clients. Since the media conference, there has been an online petition to boycott Meditech. Since the media conference, Meditech staff has come under harassment, and in consequence, the first claimant, Meditech, has had to put extra security measures in place because of Dr. Dawes' statement he made to the public, according to them. Williams and Medical Technologies, two different entities, they are seeking damages for defamation, including exemplary damages, as well as claims for special damages. The MP and the Medical Technologies are also claiming interest at such rate and for such period as the court thinks just on the amount awarded for special damages. In other words, then, them are sue for a whole heap of money. Both Medical Technologies and Williams have applied for an injunction restraining Dr. Dawes, whether by himself, his servants, or agents, or otherwise, from further publishing or causing to be published the said or similar statements, defamatory of them. All this them I go through enough to make sure say him can't say what him say already again. Listen, do y'all remember what happened to the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, and the Integrity Commission? When I remember how me did I make joke, I say it was the same Prime Minister who was saying the Integrity Commission is full of integrity and they're doing their job. And then when the Integrity Commission got to Andrew Holness's assets and they could not certify him, the Integrity Commission said illicit enrichment. We are not clear on if the Prime Minister has illicitly enriched himself or not. So we need another party to do a further investigation into the Prime Minister's assets. That's all the Integrity Commission said. Just Google what the Prime Minister's reaction was to the Integrity Commission who was doing their job. All of a sudden, the Integrity Commission has no integrity. All of a sudden, the Integrity Commission is going to have to speak to my lawyers. You're going to get sued. So I guess this is the way, right? You say something, we don't like it, we sue you. Sue them into silence. So now they're doing the same thing with Dr. Dawes. Both Medical Technologies and Williams have applied for the injunction restraining Dr. Dawes, whether by himself, his servants, or agents, or otherwise from further publishing or causing to be published the said or similar statements defamatory to them. All Dr. Dawes do are try showing you how the drill is $3 million. In what I get from this is that's just one item. I can probably run down a long list of other things that they've done similar because this is their modus operandum, right? Them get the money to do something, them end up do this, that, and the other, and this is how they siphon off money for themselves and write it off as we paid 31 million for the drill. Where's the government money going? Where's the money going for the taxpayers' money going? Well, we bought a $31 million drill recently. We bought a XYZ and a XYZ, and it's a $3 million drill. Fraud being uncovered. So, Dr. Dawes has insisted that the drill could have been obtained at a cheaper cost. And at the same time, Serha has argued that it abided by the procurement process and that the purchase represents value for money, as the equipment is key to saving the lives of children at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Now, last week, Medical Technologies, the company, issued a statement and noted that it has not yet been paid for the equipment despite it being used already at the hospital. The company also insisted that the process by which it won the bid concerning the drill was above board or was good. Here is Dr. Dawes. So everybody understand Wagwan. I'm going to pull him up, put him on video, and you can watch him explain this to you. Ta-da-da-da. Come on. Here we go. Speaker. Let me put this close so y'all can see it. Volume up. All right.
So from this drill saga started, the Jamaica Labour Party and their operatives, they have tried to report me to the medical council. They have threatened me with not one, not two, but 3 lawsuits. Now they're reporting me to the political ombudsman. I don't know what they're going to do next to try and stop me. I can assure you, I am not suicidal, but they're going to continue to try and damage my name, damage my reputation, because that's how they work. So I need you to understand why I firmly believe the process for the procurement of this drill was flawed. So come into my class. Welcome to Procurement 101. And today we're going to learn how you can use loopholes in the system to buy a $3 million drill of $31 million and still say that the process is above board. So the procurement process starts with a request from the end users, the doctors who are going to be using the drill. They write up a request. It goes to prepare a tender document with all the specifications of that drill that is needed to perform the functions that they require as the end user. A public advertisement is placed in the papers and the media in general, and from that, bids from registered suppliers are submitted. In this case, a bid for $12 million, $31.5 million, and $50 million were submitted. These bids went to an evaluation committee where they look back at the tender document to see whether or not the drills can perform the functions that the end users wanted in the initial request. In this case, the $12 million drill was excluded, leaving the doctors, the biomed engineers, and the procurement personnel to choose between a $31.5 million drill and a $50 million drill. Obviously, the choice would have come down to the way cheaper drill that was $31.5 million. This evaluation committee made a recommendation that was sanctioned by the Public Procurement Committee that certified that this process is above board, and after that, the contract was awarded. The problem is this: during the process, this part that nobody speaks about, that has been intentionally dismissed and hidden, is where the corruption occurred. Because someone did an internal costing and determined that this drill that anyone can see online for close to about $3 to $4 million was valued at $32 million. Nobody can explain who came up with that costing and how they arrived at that costing. And how is it that Medical Technologies Limited was able to come in right under that $32 million bid? Now, this internal costing is important because if it were a reasonable cost and the bids were way out, the process would have to be aborted and resent to tendering again. But having this high cost for that $3 million drill by Sarah from the persons who did the internal costing allowed every bidder to bid close to $32 million. And in this case, when it was reviewed by the Public Procurement Committee, they actually saw that the $31.5 million was a 2% discount to what those folks at Sarah had predicted the drill would cost. So therefore, not knowing anything at all about the drill and the market price, because that was not their task, these committees, they said that this drill was value for money. And this is why we're not being told about the internal costing, because that is where the whole process was compromised. Do your research, you understand how it happened now. Oh, one other thing, I have to ask the company, was there any other drill of a similar nature that was sold in Jamaica recently? We have the answers, and that will surprise you when it comes out soon.
All right. So that is what the drill, the $31 million drill is about. Cause whole weekend me I hear about this drill. I'm thinking, are they talking about the oil drill or them find oil in Jamaica for a drill? I had to go look up what this was and why so many people were talking about it. And then I saw all of this. It started with Dr. Dawes. It started with him uncovering fraud. That's fraud. That's straight up fraud. You know what I noticed though? I watched the comment section of everywhere, right? I watched the comment section of this, and as plain as this man just laid this out for you, there were tons of comments that said this. We don't care where you're showing. Third term loading. Green hearts, green hearts, green hearts. Not a person on a desperate for getting to power, but it not gonna happen. JLP, JLP, JLP. So I said, you know what? Everybody has their mind made up already. And apparently, no matter what you show them, they're still going to be on the side that they want to be on, regardless. Yeah. So them can stay there. Exactly, Missy. Bram. Them can stay there. If it's that clear in front of you and you still say, me not care where you want to tell me, third term loading. I already said it. As far as Jamaica politics goes, I don't want nobody from Jamaica cry to me. Tell me about life rough, you know. Why? And the politician, them brother, them just are about the people. Them, we don't even hold those conversations no more. You will not burden me with your life rough down here while you continue to support those who make life rough for you in that manner. So we're going to leave it right there. Right? But that's what it's about. Everybody can see what that is. Don't care about them country. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about themselves. If somebody showed me how you just took a $3 million drill, take the taxpayer their money, and then you're gonna spin around, tell them, say, yeah, a 31 million we pay for it, and here's the paperwork, and he can actually show you how. This is not a $31 million drill. That's what the paperwork says, but they made it that way because this could be laundering of money. This could also be stealing of money. Either way, this is some fugazi stuff where they're trying to hide the money in some way, how them thief the money. Me and my friend, I'm gonna write a receipt. It's gonna say 31 million for the drill. I only 3 million feet, so we pay the man feet, and then we're starting off the rest of the money and split it amongst us, and we move on to the next project. Anybody could see that that's what that is. Yeah. The Prime Minister singing again about him belly full, yeah. Sweet Jamaica. Yeah. They care about $5,000 in a box food. Says I sell that Williams. They care about $5,000 in a box food. Listen. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Yes, SOUFLOTV.
Yeah, family.
Yeah, talk about fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just think about the UCN story.
Mm-hmm. You know,
If you
sister.
can't type it, if you can't type it in, you know, say UCN board is now the
Yes.
ambassador.
Yes. Yes.
I wonder if you 12 million of that in paper.
That I want to
You
you.
go back in that chat.
All right then. All right. Yeah, is that? Well, remember the other morning when I said me done talk about UCN money. I'm not talking about it no more. And the reason why I'm not is because I saw his interaction with them. And I'm like, he's plus listen, I'm a person that put one-on-one together, right? If my one-on-one not come together properly, then it still gives me a picture where me want to see. So may I tell you the picture where me see. The picture that I saw is just like Marie's message just said just now. That's exactly what call my wife and ask her if I know that me say. When me see that they've made Usain, they have now made Usain Bolt the ambassador to tourism or something like that. I would have to pull it up to be correct on what, 'cause I don't want to talk foolishness. Let me see. Usain Bolt named ambassador. Let's see for what. Hold on. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
SOUFLOTV, me again real quick.
Okay, Jamaica Global Tourism Ambassador is Usain Bolt now. Yes.
The video they want you just show with the brother that the people them say, yo,
Dr. Dawes.
On the Prime Minister, the Rabono.
Mm-hmm.
See, you know, upset me. But then me hear you say, the comments them what you see.
Yeah, them say.
And it put me right back to say, you know, so sometimes there, you know, I'm satisfied platform already, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we there want good to some people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then all right, it went in there, you know.
Yes. Me learn that now.
You understand?
Yeah, bro.
It segue right into Usain Bolt too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we all tell the campaign that if you get the money, but he come like him buy a spot for the table.
Right, that's all. Yes.
You see me?
Yes.
So all you buy a spot on a table when you have your own table. Yeah.
All right. All right, brother. So, all right. So, Usain Bolt named Jamaica Global Tourism Ambassador. Bolt's appointment to this position was announced by Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett at the Jamaica Tourist Board's 70th anniversary party in Kingston. Years after gracing the track for Jamaica, Usain Bolt will be performing a new role for his country now. Jamaica's Global Tourism Ambassador, Usain Bolt. Remember what Usain said? These are his own words. These weren't my words. I'm just a word person, so pay attention to your words. Usain said the whole process we're going with him losing that money, it taught him where he is on the food chain. Do with that statement as you will. Where he is on the food chain. And I said, Usain realize now that he is very low on the food chain. I'm thinking did up yourself. Because we the people hold Usain up yourself. And he thought he was up yourself. Only to find out, say, as long as you're there, youth. Long as so. And then I remember when he did a video years ago, it's probably still on YouTube, where go listen to it, where he was speaking about classism in Jamaica. And him say, yes, you know, him a run and him there one place where him a stay uptown and the people them would come out next door. Some of them look on him like, give him the look like, who him, like I run and reach up here, so where we're at, like you don't belong and you shouldn't be here kind of thing. So years later now, after them keeping money, to hear him say, it taught him where he is on the food chain. I said, you had to pay for that position. Vibe Up just say him pay for a spot at the table. And I've always said, no matter how you say and split that, they'll never see him as them. Well, maybe they will see him as them now. Maybe they will see him as them now. And if that's important to him to be seen as them, to be in the inner circle of the elite of his country, then if you have the money to do it, then do it. Me not cry over your money, though. You paid for your position. So, hey, you just tell me so I need to work harder and get my money up so I can pay for my position too, to be in the inner circle of the elites as well. But, you know, to a lot of us, it looked like, damn, after all you did, and you were a global ambassador anyways, you know, a shining light anyways, without anything else needed. But from the money gone, you know, here, you know, them start heap up these things upon him, Jamaica Global Tourism Ambassador. I'll say this. It couldn't have happened to a better person. They could have made him the Jamaica Global Tourism Ambassador already without Usain having to pay for it then, so to speak, right? Remember, I know I thief him money, but we are say the way how he is not pressuring them for the money is like he paid for this position. We can't give you back the money, but we're gonna put you in this position up your so, okay, of the elites. So you're now among us. So when we have these big, you can come on through in your suit too, come rub elbow with us too. Live on the air with SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Hi, SOUFLOTV. Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm alright. It's tired of taking SOUFLOTV. I pick apple, I pick mango.
Cause mango season not true. Boy, you show up for me, man. Yeah,
show up for your SOUFLOTV.
Yeah, show up for me, man. Oh, God. I
Yeah,
can't.
I think it's a two cent, you know, SOUFLOTV.
Mhm.
You know what you're quiet, they quiet mold. Let's see him on the side.
Yeah, me see it. Me
Yeah,
see
then
it.
the SOUFLOTV. Let me ask you something again. When you pay him,
Mhm.
you pay the rest of people,
Say it again.
eh? Me say then you pay him,
Mhm.
you pay the rest of people.
Boy, I don't know, you know. Them these say rest of people, them some of them did not gonna get them money, but them never have enough money for everybody. But
SOUFLOTV, hear me now.
mhm.
Me, you might try to talk, but then I'm not only woman alone, I am it. Man, I am it too. What the brand only I am in a team head.
Boy, actually the ball come from, you know, so I am city that.
Tell me, I didn't come from the same place, man.
They don't know that, man.
Eh?
So yeah, my own thing.
Eh?
Mm-hmm.
People and skirts up for me never know. But from me know, you know. I know that, listen to me, I'm not afraid to talk because everybody can get only one side. Me know that him and his father are the biggest laborers in Jamaica. You understand me? And both they done more oil money gonna sell it in that. Oh, so because everybody they rail up now and they rail up and both are the big thing. You know, see what they do? They give ambassador of the tourism, the quiet in, got them, then give you money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think anything people are fool, man. People fool like one day we can't read our bride. Una bright academically bright, but street smart.
Facts.
And go on, man. Everybody play politics. Everybody play politics from blood class poor people back.
Me see it.
What do them, man? What do them? So for you, I told you. Maybe I still told you. A carpet man, to Lego.
No, man, because we are all heap of good people still around there like all yourself. Then the carpet bomb.
You remember to tell you something, man. Jamaica is current, you know, we have gone to Jamaica, you know. So when I say Jamaica forum, you have a doctor in a hospital where they work, you know, doctor, when they done, if you're going to a good food, you come up with nothing.
By them qualifications.
I can tell you something, when all is said and done, SOUFLOTV we live and we die, but just live and live good and watch the proof to them.
See, I'm so my friend. Same
Yeah,
stuff.
bless yourself and take care of yourself and your family. And when you come to Jamaica,
We're so forward again, man.
when you come, me know you too forward, you know. When you come, remember, so me tell you about the dumpling and butter. All right.
All right.
So when you call me and chat to me, call me. If you ever come to Jamaica, no call me. Watch me. No mango. But mango me a food. Mango actually apple.
All right, my friend. Later. Bless up. Jesus Christ. Listen, mango, aki. Right now, what the thing, you know, my fridge so full of aki right now. Me I try nyam off the aki. Matter of fact, the other day I just cook some aki and sausage with some white rice just because. And me I said, boy, I have to nyam up the aki and thing. And me can't done it because Shakira, she carry back one whole barrel of aki. The last strip there. But mango, now a mango season now. A mango there everywhere. All right, here one. We're not gonna cry no more about you saying money. Okay? We're gonna leave it at that. But I will say this. Jamaica could not have asked for a better global tourism ambassador. If you think about it, look at you saying. Me say always then do Bolt, you know, Bolt nah say nothing bad about Jamaica, you know. Bolt has never had anything bad to say about Jamaica yet. But apparently he wants to be a part of the elite. You want to be a part of the movers and shakers. You see, when you go into a room, right? And them look on you and them say, okay, that is the Minister of Health and Minister of National Security. And here's our Prime Minister. And then here's the guy that runs track and field. It don't hit. It don't hit. That is our Minister of Health. That is our Minister of National Security. That is our Prime Minister right there. There goes our Global Tourism Ambassador. It's different. It's different. Oh, that's Usain Bolt. Yes, he's our Global Tourism Ambassador. Plus, he is also how many times gold medal Olympian / transferring into. So Bolt one in that group there. And Bolt look like him pay if you reach another group there. So that's a go on there. So we're not gonna cry about the money anymore. We just thought he was done wrong, but if him not feel like him did done wrong, or if they can do something to appease and that works for him, it worked for me too, because I never for me money. Live on the air with SOUFLO, good morning.
Good morning, SOUFLO. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
I'm not too bad.
All right.
What I want to say, sometimes you have to let God fight the battle. Sometimes silence is golden. So it's not every time people talk. Sometimes your silence speaks louder than your words. So people were talking for Bolt, but his silence sometimes will make them look shame, and they will do things because God is on his side. Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying. And put a positive spin on it. All right. All right, my friend. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So basically, she has said, you know, him not say nothing, and his silence is so great, and it's making them do things. Them are try to figure out how to make it right by him. So the next appointed global tourism ambassador, you know, so if we get to you saying, yeah, because the least we can do for make up for what happened to him money, you know. But in our eyes, he paid for that position. Yeah. If you could give him back his money and then still give him the ambassador, tourism ambassador spot, that would be a fair even. You know, and like I said earlier, he could have gotten the global tourism ambassador position without like from years ago, before the money even got missing. But it is what it is. All right. So that's how I go on with you saying thing. We are run down the list this morning. Let me see. We have now we are gonna talk. Listen. You see when Mervin the Point Jamaica curve, big up yourself. You see when Mervin be saying SOUFLO, them a listen over here, trust me, them a go on like they not. So we're gonna talk about this man's case right now, Noel Maitland's case right now. People, I kid you not, lo and behold, remember last week when I said, so my grandmother here, Miss Ruby, right? That's all. Miss Ruby said, well, from I was young, Miss Ruby said, I pegged you to be a lawyer. Boy, we can't even talk how we used to talk no more. Because when girls said, them a peg man now, it means something totally different. Yeah. But my granny said, I pegged you to be a lawyer, mean I picked you to be the lawyer in the family. For me, right? My grandfather said he would sell all his assets to make sure that I went to law school. I didn't choose that route. Hold on the caller. Hold on there. I didn't choose that route. I remember one time I went to Jamaica, my grandmother said, you miss your mark, baby. You see all like going to the army and them something there? My grandmother never into all of that, Miss Ruby said, what you do in there, so? What you do? That is not you. I know that. I remember one year she said, you miss your mark. Me not telling some me want to be no attorney, Me just telling how me analyze things. I sat here and I said, seeking justice for Donnelly Donaldson, I said, Noel Maitland can't win that case here. Walk with me, because if you were here last week, you heard me say this. I said, Noel Maitland can't win the case here unless he can't beat the case because the cameras show him and Donnelly going into the apartment, but only show him coming out. So no matter what his attorneys do, they cannot beat that case unless them can prove how him alone came out of the apartment, even though him and her were seen going in on multiple cameras. All right. I scratched my head and I said, rotted. Guess what? The burden of proof is on the prosecution, not on the defense. So all Noel Maitland's attorney has to say is that video footage was tampered with. Maybe when they call the technician to come and rewind and show them footage, because remember, him neighbor testified, say, him call a technician, the technician was working on it and said, remember when I said this? I said, unless his attorneys can say, and then me stop right there, so I said, the people them always, I said, SOUFLO, you always, I give them people here a way out or tell them what to say next. But me, I don't think that highly of myself because I'm looking at them like they're trained attorneys. This would have been the normal route to go anyways. Burden of proof on the prosecution. Okay, prosecution, you have to go prove to me now, say that tape wasn't tampered with because it's too easy for y'all, for whatever reason, to mess up the tape or edit out the part where Donnelly is seen coming out of the apartment with my client, and now you have this tape here. This is going to require a digital forensic expert. So I said to y'all, if the prosecution really wants to win this case, they're going to need a digital forensic expert to testify in court that we've been over the tapes. There's nothing wrong with the tapes. They were never tampered with. You see when I said that last week? I said, I wonder if them will listen to me. I wonder if one of them will go use this. People, I friggin' kid you not. Watch this. We have to laugh, We have to laugh, because I hear ya. Let me pull this up real quick. And I couldn't believe it either when I seen it. Nationwide 95 FM. Jamaicans are being cautioned. This just get printed up. Listen to me. Jamaicans are being cautioned that videos of incidents are not enough on their own to influence the outcome of cases in court. While not commenting on any specific case, the president of the Advocates Association of Jamaica, Tamika Harris, says that in addition to other considerations, the court has to be satisfied that a video wasn't edited or to produce a desired effect. You see that? You see that? You see that? I just said, and that's why I love YouTube, because the videos are done in a sequence where they're timed and dated. So if you go to film publication when they are publishing stuff, you could literally be like, they friggin' watch SOUFLOTV. Me not lie, when people be saying to me like, yo, you be giving these people a way out, like when you say XYZ, and me I say, no sir, poor little old me, because them a trained attorney. Because if I was an attorney, that's what I would have done. You have to understand, you know, I told y'all, I say I have a passion for law and I never studied it. But I'm thinking along the lines of, this is my client, right? So me not only look on a case and say, the boy guilty, me have one daughter, and lose this in all my emotions. So justice for Donnelly. No, I'm looking at all angles of the case. And I'm like, how could he beat this? If I was his attorney, how could I beat this? The average eye looks at it and go, that case is open and shut. Even I said it before. This case is open and shut. Videos, 5 different cameras. We found out that the whole heap of the camera then belonged to one person. So it's not like it was 5 cameras from 5 different routing, something from 5 different storage thing from 5 different at the one network for the one individual. So this could very well fly in court. If they go in a courtroom and they say, and now that I've seen her say this, now that Mr. R said this, and this is exactly going to be the defense that angle they're going to use. To Noel, not Noel Maitland, but to Donnelly's mom and family, me did their talk. If it worked for him, I'm telling you now how it should not work for him. It should not work for him. If the prosecution really wants to win this case, they would go and get a digital forensic expert right now, so that this does not come up. Because at the end of this, that's all the lawyer has to get up and ask the jury, hey, were they able to prove that this tape was not tampered with, edited, and edited my client out of it? If the answer is no, they weren't able to prove it, then you must let my client go. Because we're saying the tape was tampered with, and that's why you don't see him on it. To the prosecution, if y'all, listen now. So if y'all really want to seal this case, go and get the digital forensic expert and put them on it and have them verify that this tape is in its original form, was never tampered with, and what you're seeing is authentic material. Because if you don't do that, you're going to lose the case, and Noel Maitland is going to walk. Me predict it right there, sir. This morning, 27th of June, 2025, right here. Watch how the rest of this case turn out. When me see this morning, man, me say, actually I saw it yesterday. I'm chilling by the pool yesterday, and I'm like, let me see what's going on. And you know, you keep up with the thing and current events and Jamaica stuff, and boom, Nationwide 90 FM. Tamika Harris, who is the president for the Advocates Association of Jamaica. Jamaicans are being cautioned that video of incidents are not enough on their own to influence the outcome of cases in court. Damn. And you thought all you needed was video. While not commenting, and then they went to say, while not commenting on any specific case, that alone tell me so not talk about the Noel Maitland case. While not commenting on any specific case, the 27th of May, 2025, right there, so. If they do not put a digital forensic expert on that footage, Noel Maitland is going to walk. If they don't get the digital forensic expert, I'm convinced that they wanted him to walk. Because on the notice ahead now. All right. I sat there somewhere I laugh. I promise you, Isaac Buchanan is somewhere laughing if he's seeing this. While not commenting on any specific case, President of the Advocates Association of Jamaica, Tamika Harris, says, in addition to other considerations, the court has to be satisfied that a video wasn't edited to produce a desired effect. Me say, how them are gonna know that the video wasn't edited and them just edit out him and Donnelly a leave? The only person that could verify that is a digital forensic expert. Right. So yeah, we've been here on YouTube for quite some years. We've advocated for a lot of things over the years. Sometimes we even get disheartened because some of the things that we champion and we put on the table, we expected certain people to like back it up or jump behind it, or I say I soccer me I talk about back it up and jump behind it and all that. But we expected support on certain topics from certain individuals. What we've witnessed over the years is they take what we put on the table and regurgitate it as if this is their cause they're championing, and they're the first one that's bringing it to light and speaking about it. I'm trying to tell them, right, and I've been trying to tell them all this time, that if you did even say, hey, have you ever listened to SOUFLO? Did you listen to him when he spoke about XYZ, when he spoke about the CCTV with central monitoring points? Did you listen to him when he spoke about the DNA, national DNA database? Did you listen to him when he spoke? If they went about it like that, and then added their 2 cents to it, and then keep on going with more, I would have been round of applause and big up yourself. But when you see what you brought regurgitated, sometimes exactly the way you put it out, but you're never mentioned, is like, okay, right. So now this leaves me at a place to think this. Because when me do it, I don't do it for likes. I do it because I genuinely love doing this. I do it because the things that I'm talking about that need to be changed are things that I think I can affect change with by speaking about it. So me, I do it for the love of me, my people, Jamaica, my birthland. That's where it comes from for me. But when I see certain people regurgitate it, I'm thinking, damn, you looking for a hot topic to talk about, or y'all look for people to say, oh, you so smart, and she or he brought up this topic, and then you get lots of likes and views, and then you're going about your business because you really not care about it. Like, we really trying to affect change. We are really trying to affect change, right? We don't just want accolades. We really are trying to affect change. Tell people this all the time. The day is going to come where my everyday life is going to be in Jamaica. I will no longer be like here in the US and, oh, may only fly go Jamaica and then come back. The day is going to come where it's going to be the other way around, right? So what better thing to do than to try to affect change with all the things them that you see. If I was living in Jamaica right now, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, would you be okay with this health system? Would you be okay with this security system? Would you be okay with this governance? Would you be okay with I saw me look on it? That's how I look at it. It's all good. It's all good. Let's affect change though, right? But SOUFLOTV never say Neil carry the technician come himself. So if somebody edit it, who would it be? Wasn't Noel there on the spot just asking? Yes, but the burden of proof is on the prosecution, my friend. Don't let that go over your head because that plays out big in court. I'll give you an example. Mistrial in a double murder trial for a rapper named Y.N.W. Melly. Y.N.W. Melly attorneys didn't have to do nothing. They sat through the whole trial. The prosecution pulled down months of text messages and pictures and videos and all kind of something. And oh, you said the car was shot up where? Oh, on this portion of I-95? Okay. This portion of I-95 is actually on video. Let's go to the video. We sat there, we watched however long, just a stare upon it. There was no shooting. There's nothing going on in this area, right? It's all built into their case. The prosecution waited till the last minute of the trial and pull out one youth who got understand and said, Y.N.W. Melly wasn't even in that car. When we left, because when they left the recording studio, there are cameras there, and the cameras show everybody going into their respective cars. All that witness came and said is, when we drove off from in front of the studio, when we drove down the street, it's dark down there. His car stopped because he wanted to pee. So he got out and went in the bushes on the side of the road and he peed there. And then he got into our car and that car went away on its own. So he wasn't even in that car. So, right? Mistrial. Now let me look for a new trial for you. Yes, reggae girl. But you have to understand that that's not what works in the court of law. We can stay out here and be like, him guilty to Ross. Why I'm so interested in the footage? Him guilty. Him and she alone walk in there and him alone walk out. Him guilty because the video say it. But in a court of law, the burden of proof is on the prosecution. So the prosecution is going to have to prove that video was not edited. Okay, I'll go even further. I'm his attorney. Long time my neighbor don't like him, I want to set him up. The neighbor have him technician brethren edit the video and cut my client out of it because he heard about what happened. Matter of fact, when Donnelly used to come over here with Noel, that same neighbor they used to look on her like him want her for himself. We don't know why he did it, but we have reason to believe it was edited. Okay. Guess who have to prove that it wasn't? The prosecution. And if they can't prove it, Noel walks. That's court. That's court. Court of law don't have nothing to do with our feelings, you know. It don't have to do with what we feel like, you know. We just feel so that boy they're guilty, you know. I don't like him, you know, because see all I look there and I'm eye them. Him look evil, you know. Me hear one woman say you can't look on him and sister is a narcissist. Kill him, kill the people, them girl picnic. Okay. That does nothing in a court of law. Not a thing. Not a thing. Boy, me not say no more. I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, people always say, why are you giving these people ideas? And I've never looked at it like that. I always reply and say, me? Poor little old me? You think that people that listen to little old me, when them are big trained attorneys, go through law school, wherever, and you know, you realize in life that people are just people. You don't require a law. You don't require a law degree to think like a good attorney would. You don't require a forensic psychology or criminal investigation degree to think outside the box in order to solve a crime or a particular case. It's actually the other way around. It's people who have those kind of minds that go get those kind of degrees that end up being the best in their fields. The degree don't make you be that person, because you have people who have them degree there and their analytical thinking skills is not, so they can't excel. You know what I mean? But we'll hash it out and we'll find that out along the way still. Anyways, the latest update in this case is this. I'm going straight off of what's been said now in here. Police Constable Noel Maitland is alleged to have bombarded his neighbor's phone with phone calls about recordings on the security camera system at their St. Andrew apartment complex before asking what the plan was if the police visited the property. Noel Maitland is on trial in the Home Circuit Court for murder and for preventing the legal burial of a corpse in connection with the July 13th, 2022 disappearance of his then girlfriend, Donnelly Donaldson. The neighbor, during his testimony yesterday morning, said Noel Maitland called him on July 16th, asking, "What's the plan?" He must say, "What's the plan?" In response, he said he told Noel Maitland, "Listen, I'm feeling very uncomfortable about this situation, you know. And I'm not going to be home either." So he's starting to dodge him now. The court then heard that Noel Maitland's inquiry about the plan, what's the plan, that came after his neighbor had received several missed calls from Noel, some of which the neighbor testified that he deliberately missed those calls because he was calling his phone so much, right? I'm saying, "Stop answer the phone. No, answer him no more." The neighbor then asked him why he had purposely missed those calls. The neighbor, when asked being questioned in court, "Why did you purposely miss those calls?" Because he said, "I purposely missed a lot of them." "Why did you do it?" He said, "Because I was hesitant to speak to him. And at this point, I was now familiar with the situation, with what was actually happening. So now I really don't want to talk to him." He's giving off that vibe, right? In response to the prosecutor's question as to how he became familiar with the situation, the neighbor said he became familiar with the situation through the news media. It had gone viral at this point. Everybody knew about it at this point. And here was Noel ringing off my phone, coming to visit on a regular basis, like too many times, you know, inquiring so inquisitively about this footage. And he's realizing something off. The neighbor previously testified that he felt pressured by Noel Maitland to delete the recordings and that his camera system had captured. Remember, Noel told him, according to the witness, he said Noel Maitland contacted him on July 13th and then appeared at his apartment July 14th, the following day, saying that a girl whom had been at his apartment had gone missing. The witness said he and Noel Maitland later viewed the recordings together, which showed Noel Maitland entering his St. Andrew apartment complex twice between July 11th and July 12th. Once with a woman, which we now know to be Donnelly, and just hours before, once with a woman, just hours before his girlfriend went missing. She never came back out. The witness further testified today that he later contacted a high-ranking police officer following a message from his co-worker. He also told the courts that he had made arrangements with the Independent Commission of Investigation, or INDECOM, to collect the camera system itself. Donnelly Donaldson was 24 years old, a social media personality, a swimwear entrepreneur, and customer service representative, and she was reported missing on July 13th. She was reported missing July 13th. Noel contacted his neighbor July 13th, and then came by July 14th. And then that started a series of calls and contacts according to his testimony. Her mother, Sophia Lugg, had previously testified that Noel Maitland was the one that picked up Donnelly on July 11th from her house. And that was the last time she saw her daughter alive. She last spoke to her on the morning of July 12th. All attempts to reach her afterwards to this day have gone unanswered. She is believed to be dead, and Noel Maitland has been charged with her disappearance. I can't believe. Let me say it one more time. To the prosecution on this case, right? To the prosecution on this case, get your digital forensic expert. If you don't get a digital forensic expert, there stands a high chance that Noel is going to walk. Because all his lawyers have to say is exactly that. And he's out the door if you cannot prove. All right. Reggae girl, so why? What happened to the other evidence like the couch and the car wash evidence too? Also video footage that are putting in evidence not fair. Where is the eyewitness? Okay, let me help you out with that, Reggae girl. You said, so what happened to the evidence like the couch? They don't know where the couch is. They don't have a couch. Them not have a couch. If they had the couch plus that video, that would be super hard to beat. Because no matter how them say, oh, you might have edit the video, explain the couch. They don't have the couch. And because they don't have the couch, they don't have evidence. Which leads us to our last one for the morning, which is the Kid Cudi testimony being considered for dismissal against Sean P. Diddy Combs because there was no proof to back it up. So, remember I said that last week? Kid Cudi testified that Diddy came to his house and broke into his house and opened up all his Chanel presents that were wrapped and locked his dog in the bathroom. And what else? Oh, came back and threw a mullet, cut his convertible car top open, his Porsche, threw a Molotov cocktail in there, burn up the inside of his vehicle. All this. And I said to this same audience, I said, that's a cool story, bro. It's a cool story. But where's the proof? Because that's how court works. Y'all have to understand this, right? No court of law can work with a good story alone. That means any of us could walk into court and I can just pick out Audrey right and say, yes, Audrey murdered the man down the street on Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. I was standing right there. I just come out of the patty shop. I get a little small cup of porridge and my patty. I'm stand up there, eat it. And I see her raise her hand and go so and she fire 3 shots and she kill the man. You think that alone can send her go to prison? The judge is not going to say, okay, so floor, blam, slam the gavel. Guilty. Can't be enough. That's why word of mouth can't be enough. That's why when you hear people say, oh, wow, so eyewitness is not enough. Audrey, you get dangerous. I know John today is you. Audrey, we are get John a break today is you. That's why when you hear people say, damn, so when you try to tell me, say, eyewitness is not enough, eyewitness can't be enough. Because anybody who is an eyewitness can lie. There has to be other components that supports what eyewitness says. Because people can just look for you and just tell lie for you and say, I was an eyewitness. You and poor John. You and poor John. Hold somebody's team for John this morning. It's considered hearsay. Howard McIntosh. Exactly. It's hearsay. So they are considering throwing out the testimony from Kid Cudi against Diddy. And you know, when Diddy's attorney, Brian Steele, he actually had me a giggle because he met Kid Cudi talk, and then Kid Cudi, when he got to one part where he was like, so Cassie had multiple phones, like she had a few phones, and Kid Cudi was like, I can't call it. I can't call it as like street slang for I don't know. And all that man did was go right back to his same testimony. And like he said, 1335. He said what? He said 1335. 1335 means 13 minutes and 35 seconds ago into your testimony. You are the same one that sat here on this stand and said she was in your company. You saw it. She had multiple phones. Only thing he could reply with was, well, if I said it, I said it. Well, if I said it, I said it. Okay. He asked him, so you have a security system around your house, don't you? He lives in a mansion. You have a security system around your house? He says, yes, I have a security system around my house. Okay. That means we should be getting some video footage or something. He says, nah, because they removed all my security cameras when they broke in. They took even the security cameras. Remember? I said that to y'all. And I said, if somebody comes to my house, because we have a security system here, if somebody comes to my house and even remove the cameras and everything, I'm still going to have the footage. And I'm going to have the footage of them removing the cameras. I could pull it up right here on my phone. I'm in Miami the other day. I live a couple of hours outside of Miami. I was able to check my pool pump bus. I buy one new pool pump, had it ordered and delivered to the house. They opened the screening of the front porch and put it on the front porch. And I was able to look, see from the front porch, I know say it was delivered. So he had no evidence whatsoever, none, to back up his story. So that's going to get thrown out. Same thing will happen in a Donnelly case if they don't get the digital forensic expert. And I would hate to see it happen because everybody has screamed justice for Donnelly, and I think she deserves justice too. And everything points to Noel being guilty, but that one piece of bombshell right there is enough to disrupt this case. Yeah. Sheldon Weldon says it's speculation because he testified that he called Diddy and asked if he did it, and Diddy said no, he didn't. Exactly. Diddy said, what? What are you talking about? He said, right? He said, what are you talking about? Like, I have no idea what you're even talking about, kind of thing. That's the first question the lawyer asked him. So you contacted Sean, right? He said, yes. Did you ask him about he said, did you ask him about the car or breaking into the house? He said, yes. And what did he say? He said, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. There you have it. That man didn't know what you were talking about. And you have no proof that he did it. So maybe he really didn't know what you were talking about. Move to strike that, Your Honor, as hearsay, pure speculation. That's it. Gone. Oh, man. But you know what? Alison Thomas says, so why the neighbor allowed Maitland to carry that technician at his place to view the tape or video? Maitland already set up the technician to remove certain clips on that video. That could be the argument. The technician was his though. It was, the technician didn't come from with Maitland. The technician came from the guy who has the footage. So it wasn't Noel Maitland that brought a technician there. However, remember, burden of proof on prosecution, not on defense. So his lawyers can say anything. Just like I just showed you in Diddy case again. Let him talk, tell his whole story, and then at the end of it, ask him for some video footage. Hey, you live in a mansion, man. You have a pretty nice mansion. I've seen it. I'm sure you have, some video surveillance for your property. Yeah, I do. I have video surveillance. Okay, so that means we should get some footage then of my client entering your property, cutting a hole in your car, breaking into your front door, even something, right? No, I don't have any. Okay. So you have absolutely none. No. Done deal. Done deal. Isu says Maitland is done, Flo. You heard it here first. All right, Isu. I'm not saying he's not done. Matter of fact, throughout this whole thing, I've been saying he's done. Throughout this whole thing, I've been saying this is an open and shut case because of all the stuff that has been compiled. However, that last piece right there, remember the little bit of blood that they find from Donnelly in his apartment. If his lawyers really want to go to war about it, she was always in that apartment. Probably did cut herself some other time and that blood was there. Was there any test done to say how old that blood was that they found? Might have been there for months. The couch, somebody testified from the car wash how much blood was in the couch and blah, blah, blah. Where is the couch? Don't have that either. So we don't know. We don't know. I'm thinking he's done too, but we don't know. All right, Simon, me done. We're going to watch this. We're just going to watch it play out. We're going to watch it play out. All right, me done. We're going to leave it right there. So this morning, manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow morning right here. So my grandmother, Miss Ruby, right above me, Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Clevey, right there. So Mas Clevey said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare me life. All right? Walk good, be good, and we'll meet right again right here tomorrow morning if God spare me life. I'm out. Peace.